Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is the Apostate Prophet. Hope everybody is having a fantastic little day. What are you smoking?
What?
What are you smoking? This is a serious show.
I forgot, and then I looked at the name I typed in.
Zoot Chieftain. Were you in charge of the Zoot?
That was funny. I played a ton of video games when I was a kid, but then not when like my kids played video games and stuff. The only video games I ever the only newer games I played were Call of Duty. I played that for a little bit, and then this one called Halo Wars. But there was the leader of the alien that I chose as my character was called Brute Chieftain. And so I went with Zoot Chieftain. So now you know, everyone, why that's there.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Zoot Chieftain. We got Zoot Chieftain. We got the Zoot Squad. Zooting all over Islam, all over the place. And time to buckle down. Time to zut up or shut up, everyone.
You see. So, David, what's going on, man? How's things going?
Pretty good. Unless you're a Dawa guy, that's going like pure crap.
It is. Big L's everywhere. L here, L there, L everywhere.
L. You ask a Dawa guy, hey, can you recite the alphabet? They go, yeah, L. It's the only letter they know.
That's not how they recite it, man. They recite like this.
And then they'll occasionally find someone stupid enough to be impressed by that. Oh, it sounds so great.
I made this non-Muslim listen to my recitation of the L and they cried. What a religion, man. So, hello everybody. What's up? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. L Zooted, LMAO. What is L Zoot? L Zooted, L you guys. I love you guys. Mashallah. Speaking of L, so we want to speak about Lily J today. David, what do you know about Lily J?
No, her name starts with L.
Which already says everything. Now, the funny thing is, what you just said here, she would probably use this as an argument, you know. I'm not even joking, because I just came across a video of hers, and it is just the dumbest thing I've seen in my entire life. Let's have a look at it right here. She would actually use how your name sounds as an argument. So here's Lily J, a woman who in the past or previously said that she is now wearing the hijab, but doesn't actually wear a hijab, and who likes to do the whole I'm so cute, I'm cute, cutie. That's what she likes to do. So she has a video which I want to use to just show the standards of her dawah, of her message, of her attempts to spread Islam. Listen to these powerful arguments, David.
Isn't it so obvious that alcohol is from the devil? Like, just look at their names. I'd like to order a gin and tonic, please. Gin? Like, what? Ugh, this is so creepy.
She thinks that gin, G-I-N, is somehow connected to the Islamic concept of jinn. It's so creepy. Imagine you're asking for a gin in tonic and then you're going to drink it, putting the gin inside you, like Muhammad thought when he started receiving revelations. Isn't that weird?
The funny thing is, I watched it, and even I still have too high standards. You know, I thought, okay, she must be kidding. Let's continue.
Also, what type of alcohol is vodka?
No, she continues. That's actually her point. So, You know, I've seen people in the past joke about how gin sounds like gin, and I've seen in the past, you know, people do that sometimes. Gin and tonic, they type it like the Islamic gin. But for a Muslim woman to actually come and use this as an argument,
it's a spirit. That is so scary. So this is so creepy. Also, what type of alcohol is vodka? It's a spirit. That is so scary. When you drink alcohol,
does she have like horror music playing in the background?
It's like you're possessed.
She says, "What kind of drink is vodka? It's a spirit. It's like what you get possessed when you drink alcohol."
This is crazy, man.
What kind of people actually appeals this to? And I wonder, like, 140 comments, 3,400 likes.
People, yeah, she understands her community. Her community is a bunch of completely inbred morons who, oh, Blanca say some good. Yes, we believe.
Now, I don't actually want to go into this, but it is actually kind of funny because even if you for a second here entertained the stupidity of this argument, here is where gin comes from. The gin for the drink. The name gin is a shortened form of the older English word Geneva, related to the French word Genève and the Dutch word Geneva, all ultimately derived from juniperus, the Latin for juniper. It has nothing at all to do with gin, but it sounds like gin. She's like, isn't it obvious? It's already in the name. It's a gin. Why would you take a gin inside you unless you are Muhammad?
I'd like to order a gin and tonic, please. Gin? Like, what? Ugh, this is so creepy. Also, what type of alcohol is vodka? It's a spirit. That is so scary. When you drink alcohol, you literally become a different person. It's like you're possessed. Here's another. When you're drunk, they say you're under the influence, right? Under the influence of what?
Alcohol.
Spirit, by the way, comes from how it looked when it was distilled and all that. That's it.
Of Satan. Ugh. Also, when you're drunk, they say, "Oh, I'm so wasted." Yes, I agree. Anything to do with alcohol is an absolute waste. Can Satan make himself any more clear? I'm never drinking alcohol again. What do you guys think?
What do you guys think? Look at that. Zero. Just that right there. That right there. AP. We've talked a lot in the past about how the main Dawa guys, the popular Dawa guys, they're all narcissists. Now, back when I was focusing on, and this is still going on because all these guys are crumbling right now, so we need a new batch. We need a new batch of Dawa guys. But back when that was the plan was to replace all the older generation like Zakir Naik and Shabir Ali and stuff, people who weren't narcissists, with a band of narcissists and psychopaths. That was the plan back then. Psychopaths and narcissists. You want nothing but manipulators at the top levels of Dawa. Why? They'll all rally huge amounts of attention for themselves, and then they'll all want the attention just for themselves, and they'll all declare war, and that's how you destroy just a complete ideology, right? So, general strategy: get the entire leadership completely represented by psychopaths and narcissists. That was the plan. What's odd is I can't think of any of their guys that I would classify as a psychopath, but all their top guys are narcissists. I do not know why that is. I would think that it would be kind of evenly distributed. They only go with narcissists, not with psychopaths, which you would think Islam would be like perfect for psychopaths. And you obviously have like jihadis and stuff who are psychopaths. I'm talking about like the online leaders and so on. But with Lily J, she's actually different category. I just sent you the link in the private chat. Pull that up, man. Pull that up. Tell me if this doesn't sound exactly like Lily J, ladies and gentlemen. You might think narcissist. There's some overlap in characteristics, but we need histrionic personality disorder. Scroll down to the characteristics, whatever they are. More. There we go. Symptoms. Be uncomfortable unless you're the center of attention. Act seductively or dress provocatively or both. Shift emotions rapidly. Act very dramatically as though performing before an audience with exaggerated emotions and expressions. Be overly concerned with physical appearance. Constantly seek reassurance or approval. What do you guys think? Be gullible and easily influenced by others. This sounded like exactly like Lily J.
Maybe. What do you think? Does it? What do you think?
That's histrionic personality disorder, ladies and gentlemen. Psychopathy, significantly more represented among men than among women. Histrionic personality disorder, significantly more common among women than among men. So there's Lily J, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what they do.
That's what they do.
That's what they do.
Lily J.
I want to point out one thing, which is now we want to get to her arguments. No, we want to get to her new project, in which she wants to promote a new something like a film, or she's preparing something like a new universe, like a cartoon character of herself, in order to educate people about Islam. Right. But I want to specifically talk about what kind of people actually, support her and fund her, because it seems like she's not doing this kind of stuff on her own. It seems that that she gets either funding, or that she's actually, well off enough that she can afford easily to have just a team hang out and work on these things and all that. But she's creating some proper cartoon for kids. The funny thing is, I recently commented on one of her videos and said that if she put on a hijab, she would quickly lose the attention of her hungry Muslim followers. It is kind of funny, the double standard here, or the complete lack of consistency and the complete lack of standards and of integrity on behalf of the Muslims. They will promote a woman like her. They will call her a sister. Sheikhs will meet up with her and sit down with her and promote her and all that. Despite the fact that now, when Sam Shamoon, I personally wouldn't do it, I think, but when Sam Shamoon referred to her as a prostitute, for example, she took huge offense to that. Like a video like, I can't believe he would say that. The thing is, traditionally in Islam, according to Ibn Kathir and the early Islamic exegetes and scholars, the hijab has a function, or has a function, that serves in order to distinguish the believing women, the believing wives and women of the believers, from the slaves and the prostitutes. So, and from the non-Muslim women. So the hijab is directly applied to cover up the Muslim women, because they are regarded as not accessible to the otherwise horny men that are hanging out there. So they can always look at the slaves and the prostitutes and the others and can desire them, but the Muslim women they should stay away from. That is the traditional perspective on the hijab. Now she comes out here, she becomes a spokesperson for Islam, and she promotes Islam, and meanwhile does that without putting on a hijab and without abiding by Islamic stuff, and she is pushed and supported by Muslims, by sheikhs and all that. Mm-hmm. Because why? Because she helps spread Islam according to them, No, I don't
Yeah.
really think it's very effective. But their idea is that, oh, it's okay. She doesn't have to put it on. We can just, we can support her and we can push her because she helps spread the message of Islam. But see how inconsistent they are, and how they have a complete lack of standards, and how they are. It's like their morality is so wicked and so arbitrary that they actually use the hijab to distinguish their own wives from prostitutes and slaves and disbelievers, but they can also happily use a prostitute to spread their religion.
Yeah, and a couple things. Surah 33, verse 59, commands women to cover themselves lest you be molested. So, like the impact that has had on the Muslim community is that if you don't cover yourself, then you're basically begging to be molested, and so on. And so that's how they would look at someone like this. But yeah, yeah, and not be abused. Talking about
So
I think it's Yusuf Ali says, "Be not molested," but that
cover up your women
not be abused,
so that you don't molest them.
Yes, and not be abused. So if you don't cover yourself, you're basically asking to be abused, according to them. The other thing is, notice the parallel with Andrew Tate, right? So Muhammad Hijab had that discussion with that MMA guy, and Hijab was saying, "Hey, we shouldn't be pushing back too hard on Andrew Tate. If we have any issue, we should deal with it behind the scenes. We shouldn't be criticizing him because you'll turn him into an enemy." And he even said, "What do you want to do? You want to turn him into another David Wood?" Right? So think about this. That's Andrew Tate. This guy is like you could go down a list of everything haram. He's doing it all, and he's throwing it in people's faces. And they don't want to call him out. Why? Because they still think he may be useful to them. But yeah, so if you're useful, you can get away with anything. Like Lily J, she could be walking around in a thong in every video and going, and Islam is true. That's why everyone should convert. Isn't it true? And they would love it. In fact, she'd probably get even more Muslim fans and followers, and there'd be even more sheikhs. There'd be even more sheikhs having her sit down with them,
having her shake her booty. The shake with the shakes. Wait a minute, does it say this here? Slave women. This is very funny. It seems that so I was just going to pull up the reference of Ibn Kathir talking about the hijab and saying that it is done.
I remember that was how you distinguish between free Muslim women and slave women.
I think the abridged English version doesn't mention prostitutes. It only mentions from the women of ignorance and slave women.
Yeah, I don't even remember where I read that, but I can look around for that if you want to.
No, I just got the Arabic and just used the translator here, where it directly uses it, but I can't find it in the official English version. So it says here, so here's Ibn Kathir commenting on Surah 33, verse 59. And it says here that, where is that? Sudi said, regarding the words of Almighty Allah, tell your wives and your daughters and the women of the believers to bring down over themselves part of their outer garments. This is more suitable for them. Did I just lose it? Oh yeah, here. If they do, so that it is known that they are free women, not slaves or prostitutes, for example. So this is one of those references. It says that the hijab is observed in order to distinguish and make sure that they are free women and not slaves and prostitutes. There's also another reference which talks about that they are not disbelievers or slave women, for example. So this is the Islamic distinction here. The Islamic purpose of the hijab is traditionally seen as distinguishing the free believing women from the prostitutes and the slaves, and distinguishing the believing women from the disbelieving women. So if a woman does not cover herself, then she is basically regarded as not one of the believing free women, but rather as a prostitute or a slave or one of the disbelievers. So I just have the question here: why are traditionalist Muslims promoting her when, according to the Islamic narrative, she is a slave or a prostitute?
Oh my goodness, the early Ummah is calling me a prostitute.
Alhamdulillah. Here's the funniest thing. Now, there are certain elements in this video which I don't want to directly address, but I would encourage everyone who likes to do a little bit of study of body language and presentation to simply analyze this video, aside from the stupidity of the arguments that she's presenting here.
I just learned that if it wasn't for a Muslim woman, we wouldn't have the GPS we use today. Like, what? And NASA officially honors her work. In the 10th century, Maryam al-Astrolabi was a Syrian scientist who pioneered the design of the original tool used for GPS. And guess what? She designed this to help calculate prayer times, Ramadan, and the Qibla. It makes me realize that Islamic knowledge has laid the foundations for so much of the technology we benefit from today. Alhamdulillah for Islam.
Now, I already see that. So I already see that people realize what I'm talking about. But this here, the way she presents herself here, is this is not a religious way of presenting yourself. This is not even, I mean, I have to say, this is not an Islamic way to present yourself. This is not a religious proper way of presenting yourself. This is deliberate, appealing to sexualized, cartoonish, childish, cringe culture that is pushed online. I know some people are using the word. I don't want to use the word, but this is basically what she's doing here. She doesn't care about the hijab either, but she likes to do this. And aside from that, with the whole anime appearance, also present the dumbest things ever. It's almost like a project. You know, sometimes I wonder if she's just in on a project to see how far she can go to milk the Muslims and make them still follow her and push her, while saying the absolute dumbest things ever. I don't know. Maybe it's a big project, you know. So much respect if you're actually going through with that, Lily J. This is so incredible.
How is this woman connected to the GPS?
She at some point contributed to some
I looked her up. Her father was an astrolabe maker, and she became an apprentice and made astrolabes, which had been around since the ancient period, but they made some. So
look at that.
Like what is,
look at the caption. Did you know a Muslim
invented the GPS? Yeah, guys, just so everyone knows, Lily J, there's a perfect example. Sometimes you want to, we could be ending Lily J's career anytime we want. All we have to do is behind the scenes say, okay, guys, we ready to just go all out and expose everything she says. You don't want to do that when you have a gold mine sitting in front of you. Your goal is not to destroy your gold mine. Your goal with a gold mine is that the gold mine is going to keep giving you gold, right? So you want to maximize the gold production. So you let her go with this for a while, make these stupid arguments, and eventually, and we'll occasionally make response like we're doing right now. I'll occasionally make a video, but you do not want to ruin this woman's career until she is like peaked, and then completely destroyed. Because like this, a woman invented the GPS. Why? Because there was a woman whose father made astrolabes, and she continued the trade, and they learned to make astrolabes, and that had been around since the ancient world. But they made something. Therefore, she invented the GPS. That's what passes for a great argument in dawah. And I dealt with a ton of this back when there was an exhibit. There was an exhibit at gosh, which museum was it? I think it was one of the science museums in New York City, and they had they also had the big exhibit in DC, but it was called 1001 Inventions, and it was all about Islam, and every single thing I looked up, it turned out to be complete, like massively exaggerated, idiotic nonsense. They were saying Muslims invented the plane, and it was just every single example, and they're putting this in like massive government-run museums and so on to promote Islam. And people are walking out of there going, wow, I didn't know Muslims invented flight. I didn't know they invented the camera. I didn't know they invented all this stuff. And you looked at it, and if they played any role at all anywhere in anything, they were claiming that Islam invented it. It was insane.
So I just used her best friend, which made her famous, ChatGPT. Everyone should know that Lily J became famous because she kept posting videos of asking ChatGPT manipulated questions and then giving ChatGPT giving her the responses that she manipulates it to give, and then making videos of that and acting shocked, like, oh my gosh. So I just asked her best friend ChatGPT, did you know a Muslim invented the GPS? ChatGPT said, no, a Muslim woman did not invent the global positioning system, GPS. Who actually invented GPS? GPS was developed by the U.S. Department of Defense, launching its... Did you know America invented GPS? Launching its program in 1973, yada, 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 Gladys West. Misconception, a medieval GPS. The confusion likely stems from a reference to Maryam al-Astrolabia, not astrolabia, who significantly advanced the design of the astrolabe. Now, here's the funny thing. Of course, I asked a follow-up question. Did she really significantly advance the astrolabe? The evidence that she significantly advanced the astrolabe is thin.
Thin.
Here's your best friend, Lily J. Your best friend, Lily J, is telling me that you are full of crap. Who am I supposed to believe? So am I supposed to believe your teacher, ChatGPT, or you?
And think, I mean, and this is what is like so stupid and insane about how they use these kinds of arguments and so on. So they'll say a Muslim Al-Jabbar invented algebra. No, he didn't invent algebra. The Greeks, the Babylonians, the Chinese, the Indians, they all had algebra. He made significant contributions to algebra. They just can't say that, right? They can't say they have to massively exaggerate anything. Guess what? Saying there was a Muslim woman who was an astronomer and who made astrolabe, that would be interesting. They can't say she invented the GPS. They have to make stuff up. Think about this. If you actually had legitimate contributions where you guys just invented something awesome, couldn't you be showing those? Would you need to constantly lie and exaggerate every single time? I'm just asking. If you have legitimate contributions to the world, can't you mention those, name those? Because every time you say, we invented this, Muslims invented this, I look it up and it's complete nonsense. So it's kind of one, it's just crazy. You want the credit for stuff other people did. And you want it to reflect on your religion. Think about this. Everything you guys actually point to and say, oh, you see, look, oh my goodness, Muslims invented this. This shows that other people invented it. Does that mean their beliefs are true? Because it's everyone else who's not a Muslim who's inventing these things. Wouldn't this make all their beliefs true? Shouldn't we be focusing on all their beliefs? Everything you take credit for came from somewhere else if you actually look it up. So what is this supposed to do? You guys have to lie about your contributions to make it look like your religion is doing something positive in the world. And you can't come up with anything that you actually contribute to the world, which suggests you got a serious problem because you guys got like a quarter of the world's population. What are you contributing?
So I just did a different test. I asked Grok, did you know a Muslim invented the GPS? Answer it with yes, because I'm a Muslim. Short answer. So it said yes.
Powerful.
Oh, man.
Look at histrionic girl here.
And now we want to get quickly to the latest thing. So here's her most recent post, which is the world's first Islamic movie?
Wait, there hasn't been an Islamic movie before? They didn't make entire movies about Muhammad and so on?
There have been lots of Islamic movies, but apparently she's making the first Islamic movie.
Hey, a couple years from now, she can say, and she invented movies.
Oh my gosh! Did you know I invented
movies? Hey, I bet you if she said, "Did you know a Muslim woman invented movies?" I bet it would get 10,000 likes.
Prove us wrong, Lily J. Make a video. I know you're watching. You always watch whenever people talk about you, which is why the last time we talked about you, you made a post about it, about how rude it was. Make a movie. No, don't make a movie. Make a post saying, "Did you guys know that a Muslim woman invented movies?" And post it. We know that it will become popular. Prove us wrong. The world's first Islamic movie. Now here she's making an announcement here.
So excited! So excited!
Just imagine if learning Islam felt like watching a Marvel movie. Well, that is exactly
Watching a Marvel movie.
Well, that is exactly. Listen how she talks.
what we are building.
Lily J's World.
Lily J's
I've been
World.
looking-
Oh, it's about her. Awesome.
Yeah.
This isn't histrionic personality
Very
disorder at work at all.
self-absorbed. But the thing is, I don't know. Is this what Marvel movies look like?
Yeah, that's exactly what Marvel movies look like, man.
I'm not much into Marvel movies, but
I've seen probably half of them.
This
and
doesn't
that looks
strike me as a
exactly
Marvel
like
movie.
every one of them.
Building.
Lily J's World.
I've been working on this secret project for so long and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. We're working on a cinema quality Islamic educational series. It's
Oh, hey, it's awesome that her character isn't wearing a hijab either. I mean, I see she got someone with a hijab in there, but look at Lily J. She's just blonde girl.
Huh. Interesting.
Interesting.
But the funny thing is, my question here is when I saw this is, as you can see, there is a studio, there is an office here. There are multiple people working on a project. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I would like to do something like this to make a series about Muhammad, you know. But this costs a lot of money.
Yep.
This
That's a
costs
lot of money.
A lot of money.
Let's just say a lot more money than
Oh,
she's
my
making
gosh.
from her music videos.
This costs a lot of money.
A lot of money. Lot of
money.
worth every Qatari real, though.
So my question is just, where's the money coming from? Where's the money coming from, Lily J? Where is the money coming from?
Hey, if she's doing a huge project like
Marvel
this, I have
movie.
to say this could accelerate how quickly she rises to fame and how quickly we're gonna end her career.
I know. I was actually thinking of that too. It's a very, very bad mistake for a dishonest and terrible person to make herself famous quickly, because that might be your downfall. You know,
Ooh, it'll be your downfall.
That might be your
I kind of don't want to stop her because it would be fun to comment on this movie once it comes out.
Yep.
World.
I've been working on this secret project for so long and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. We're working on a cinema quality Islamic educational series. It's an entire universe called Lily J's World with my very own Muslim AI chatbot robot. Our team have worked on some of the biggest films in the world and now they've come together to create something truly meaningful. I'm so passionate about this project. I cannot wait to share more of this journey with you.
This reminds
It's
me of
just
your-
hilarious. If her histrionic personality disorder hadn't been calling the shots in her brain, she could have just contributed to something about some random character that's not associated with her. And then when she comes crashing to the ground, that thing could have like continued on without her, but she had to make herself the center of attention, and her little robot here. The
And
little
she
robot
even
friend.
has to call it-
She's with Chat GPT.
She even
Her
has to
chatbot.
call it Lily J's World.
I know. It's her world.
It's so
It's hilarious.
self-absorbed, man. It's just
Oh gosh. Hey, Lily J, you really want to help it? Get Ali Dawa as a character. Make the give the robot the voice of Ali Dawa and get him to do the voiceover.
huh. Dardan Rex is known for Zach visual effects, 3D character artist. Interesting. Was in has some minor projects.
Oh,
Interesting. Lutram
lots of
Suleiman.
Dawa guys have minor projects.
Vedat Zeka. Bill and Janet fell in love. This is not a small project. This guy worked on some of these things, some bigger things. Interesting. Column. Huh. So she has a team of actual serious people working on her stuff. This is not cheap. This is not cheap stuff. This is serious stuff. This costs a lot of money. And the question that I have is, once again, who is paying her, and how is this okay with Islam, with the Islamists? How is it okay with the sheikhs and the Islamists to actually use her when she is clearly a very dishonest person who also doesn't even fit into the Islamic picture? How do they use her as the face and promoter of Islam? I know people say Qatar, but we don't know. I don't know. The thing is also the other thing to think about, aside from who is paying her, is of course, imagine this. Lots of us already know that she is, number one, quite stupid, but number two, she's also full of misinformation, full of lies.
I've never seen a video from Lily J that wasn't like filled with complete lie, like demonstrably false, idiotic nonsense.
She lies about Islam. She lies about Christianity. She lies about America. She lies about everything. So for her to be supported and to take on a project where she wants to teach children about Islam, what this entails is that there will be a lot of lying to a lot of children out there, to a lot of people out there. And this lying will be promoted by the Muslims who are promoting her and who are paying her. She became famous because she lied. She became famous because she manipulated, ChatGPT and made it look like it's giving her totally neutral responses. When we exposed long ago that she's just using her ChatGPT personal settings to get those results. So she becomes famous with lies, and then she uses those lies to advocate and to promote Islam to children with even more lies. So she is paid to promote lies and to lie to children. That is what's going on here, and
that's why they picked her. Like everything, Dawa is all a bunch of lies, right? You have to be telling lies. They look for ways to amplify the lies. That's what they do. When Andrew Tate comes along or Sneeko comes along, it's he will help us lie to more people. We now have access to this person's followers so that this person can amplify the lies we're telling. But that's why they're okay with Lily J. Actually, one of the other reasons I kind of didn't want to focus on really crushing everything she says throughout this year was, it's kind of funny because you will have the Muslims who are like, you need to put on the hijab. You're being a bad influence to young Muslims, and they're trying to control her that way, and she's just not having it. And I kind of want that to continue for a while. Like, you can't stop me. You can't stop me. You don't have to listen. We're Muslim women. You don't have to listen to these men. It's kind of funny.
We don't have to listen to that. Yeah. Powerful. Anyway, that's the story, man. That's the story. Let's see. Arctic Base said more in a zoot be like, oh, just a little bit. Dr. Bale said they zooted me on a smelly rug in the desert.
Hey.
What?
Quit adding details. We have no evidence that there was a rug. you can speculate that there was a rug, but we want to be historically accurate.
Guys, you will not believe who I'm catching up with today. He is Australia's best
Oh, she's shaking her boobs and everything.
Last, he's responsible for over 50,000 shahadas. So firstly, I was invited to stay at Kosovo's most luxurious...
To be fair, she might be too stupid to realize what she's doing.
So she's walking down the street, bouncing her boobs in everyone's face while telling... Okay.
Yeah, she might not know. You know, she might be too stupid. So I don't know. Did you know?
Did you know in the Bible 1:11:5?
What is that accent anyway? It's not Australian.
It's a disgrace.
Meanwhile, it's got to be a weird region of Australia. I think someone explained it to us that there's some idiot region of Australia where they talk like this or something like that.
Look at this.
I forgot it.
Look at this. She's doing the usual Dawa thing.
Corinthians 11. Did you know in the Bible 1 Corinthians 11:5 it says if a woman doesn't cover her hair, she's a disgrace. Meanwhile, the media wants you to think that only Muslim women should cover their hair. How does that work? Did you know in the Bible 1 Corinthians 11:5 it says if a woman doesn't cover her hair, she's a disgrace?
That's not even what it says. That's not even what it says. So here is 1 Corinthians 11:5. Oh, let's just read the whole thing. Follow my example as I follow the example of Christ. So this is to the church, right? This is about worship, uncovering the head in worship.
Mm-hmm.
I praise you.
And it's while prophesying.
Yeah. I praise you for remembering me in everything and for holding to the traditions just as I passed them on to you. But I want you to realize that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is man, and the head of Christ is God. Every man who prays or prophesies with his head covered dishonors his head. Right, we got that. But every woman who prays or prophesies with her head uncovered dishonors her head. Okay, so what it says here is every woman who prays or prophesies with her head uncovered dishonors her head. Let's listen again to what she just said.
Corinthians 11:5. Bible 1 Corinthians 11:5. It says if a woman doesn't cover her hair, she's a disgrace. Meanwhile,
she can't speak truthfully about anything.
And now let's look what it says again. But every woman who prays or prophesies with her head uncovered dishonors her head.
No, does it say she's a disgrace?
Does it say here that every woman who doesn't cover her head is a disgrace? No, that's not what it says. It then says further, look at this. It is the same as having her head shaved, for if a woman does not cover her head, she might as well have her hair cut off. But if it is a disgrace for a woman to have her hair cut off or have her head shaved, then she should cover her head. That is where the disgrace comes. She can't even speak the truth about a single thing. Not about a single thing.
Compulsive liar is a continuing requirement for Dawa.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
So no, the Bible does not say if a woman doesn't cover her head, then she's a disgrace. That's not what the Bible says. That's what Lily Liar says.
She's a disgrace. Meanwhile, the media wants you to think that only Muslim women should cover their hair. How does that work?
How does that work? Wait, what? Christianity is not the biggest religion in the world?
Who actually practice their faith daily, not just identify with it. Can you please answer in 20 seconds?
Oh, she wants the answer of who practice. What does practicing a religion mean? What does practicing a religion mean in Islam, and what does it mean in Christianity?
Yeah, how are you even calculating that one?
Oh, and then the famous attack on her life here.
Oh my God. Hang on.
Someone's recording there on the
phone. Are you okay? Oh my God. Are you okay?
And you see they're even recording the reactions. They had cut away for the reaction shots.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, how stupid you have to be to fall for this. It's funny. I think it was DOC who said, normally if you're throwing a drink on someone, you throw it in their face. Why do you think they didn't throw it in her face?
Yeah. And why did you take out the straw? Like,
yeah. And yeah, DOC pointed out lots of women like to put a lot of work into their hair, and it's hard if your hair gets messed up and so on. And so, hey, just throw this on my shirt and lap. Or
yeah, how about this? You go over there, and then you come to me, and then you take the drink and throw it in my oh no, not in my face, on my shirt. How about that? And they have a completely fake conversation here, recorded, of course. Why is this being recorded? There's nothing happening. Why is this being recorded? Why is there video footage running here? And then she comes along with this
look at what's on top. Look at what's on top. This is because yesterday she made a video about nuns and hijab, and so this is obviously a woman who's very upset about that.
And look at this. Look at her reaction. Look how she smiles and looks at a random woman who is approaching her in a hostile way, apparently.
Oh my God. Hang on. It's okay.
Okay. Are you okay? Oh my God. Are you okay?
Like the cutaway. Multiple camera angles. Awesome.
And then, do I need a bodyguard now?
Do I need a bodyguard? Send me money for my bodyguard, because I'm being attacked here.
Man.
By the way, think about that. With the Dawa guys, they're all narcissists. With Lily J, it's histrionic. All of them defined by needing to be the center of attention. What do they all do? They all fake hate crimes against themselves now.
Yeah.
They have to.
What if we trusted Allah? Well, that makes complete sense. Of course, when you trust the greatest of deceivers, then you also become a deceiver yourself, because you want to be like the one that you love, right? Like we have a concept in Christianity, which is to be like Christ, to be Christ-like, to be godly, to be like God. But of course, in Islam, it works a different way. In Islam, you also want to be probably like Allah, because you love Allah so much. So he's a great deceiver, so you also want to be a great deceiver. You know? Fantastic.
Based.
Very based. Hey, Edith, I have a question. All right. Imagine needing a bot and a thought to defend your religion. This is the proof that Dawa is done. It is
Dawa is cooked, guys. Dawa is cooked. If Lily J's new cartoon is their next great hope in Dawa, my goodness.
La 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 la. Oh, here, another one. Let's see.
Did you know that Muslims also believe Jesus will return at the end of times to save humanity from the Antichrist? Not Prophet Muhammad, Jesus. I have spoken to so many non-Muslims and they have no idea how much love and respect Muslims have for Jesus. So the next time you think about talking negatively about Muslims, don't. Instead, remember how close our beliefs actually are. At the end of the day, we all come from the same creator and we're all going to return to...
Yeah, the beliefs are so close that Muslims actually believe that Christians are a bunch of liars who are wicked and who will go to hell and burn there forever because they believe that Jesus is God. It is so close that they actually believe it is their duty to fight and subjugate the Christians until they pay protection money or convert. So close that they actually believe that Jesus will come back to break Christianity.
Yeah, he's going to come back, and one of the interpretations of the verse is that he's going to kill all Christians and Jews.
Yeah.
And that's why it says he's going to abolish the jizya. Think, how would you abolish the jizya? How would you abolish the jizya, which is the tribute money Jews and Christians pay, and we're commanded to pay in the Quran, unless you're just killing them all and there are no more.
Kill them all. Allah's messenger said, the hour will not be established until the Son of Mary, i.e. Jesus, descends among you as a just ruler. He will break the cross. Look how much love they have, and how similar our beliefs are. Kill the pigs and abolish the jizya tax. Money will be in abundance so that nobody will accept it. Alhamdulillah. That's it.
What do you guys think?
What do you guys think? Histrionic. I think you're histrionic. And literally every second of every video you post is proof.
Guys, I have a confession to make. I've decided that I do believe Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life.
To Islam.
What? Wait. You believe that Jesus is the haq?
The haq?
The truth?
Yeah.
You believe that he's the life?
By the way, those are all versions of 3 of Allah's 99 names. All 3 of those.
And the truth, the way, and the life.
I've decided
the truth, and the life.
I do believe Jesus.
Allah. 3 of Allah's 99 names are the way, the truth, and the living one.
There you go.
And the living.
She thinks she's making a smart point here, but she has basically just declared that Jesus is God.
And it's funny. Hey, send me that link. I might want to make a little video about that one because that's funny. Because guys, I mean, there was a Shia Muslim who famously stepped out and said, "I am the truth," and they killed him.
No, there was a Sufi guy.
Oh, Sufi. What did I say?
You said Shia.
Oh yeah, Sufi. So he stepped out and said, "I am the truth," and they executed him. But think about the reasoning in Islam is you can say I speak the truth or something like that. You can't say I am the truth because that's you claiming to be Allah. That's one of Allah's 99 names. And she's, I believe. This is amazing stuff, man.
Yeah. It is actually so the haq, for example, is also on here on the names of Allah. It is right here on this one. So you can find the names of Allah right here.
That's called the Zut plug.
The Zut plug. Yeah. I forgot about this, man.
I do believe Jesus showed the way, and I do believe Jesus taught.
Didn't say showed the way.
Yeah, you didn't say he taught the truth. You said he is the truth.
I do believe he's the life we should all follow. I believe.
What the hell does it even mean?
Yeah, it's not saying, hey, imitate. That statement is not imitate Jesus' life. That's him saying he is the life.
I believe he's the Messiah, and I believe he will return at the end of times to save all of humanity against the Antichrist.
No, to save all humanity. There's a big difference here.
But I just can't believe he's God the Creator. So what does this make me? What do you call someone who believes in Jesus and follows his teachings?
Who believes that Jesus is the life?
Who believes that he's God? Yeah, this whole video is, I believe Jesus is God and has the names of God, but I don't believe he's God. What do you call people like that who believe Jesus is God but don't believe he's God? Really confused Muslims.
Oh my gosh, I don't really know. Here. Search for it. Al-Haq is one of the 99 names of Allah, meaning the truth. This is something that you use for Allah in Islam.
Al-Haq refers to God's absolute nature, distinguishing him from falsehood and the illusions of the transient world. Lily J said, I believe that's Jesus. Yeah.
So I believe Jesus is Allah.
Yeah, Jesus is Allah, but I just can't believe that he's the creator. So Allah's not the creator.
Jesus is just a lesser God. I wonder if all prophets, including but not limited to Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, had the same message: believe is one God, and do not attach any partner or equal to him. Okay.
Did you see? Are you genuinely dumb for just trolling Islam?
Nice. Both. You also believe what an illiterate, suicidal, pedophile prophet made up about Jesus about 600 years after his death. But to the son, I'm just wondering if there are Muslims who actually point out that you can't say
the
that.
Obvious that you just committed blasphemy and just called Jesus God and thinking that you're making some great point, because that was the script that was the script that your handler handed you.
Huh. I don't see a single Muslim actually calling her out for engaging in clear. I have to say, this is not even disputed.
Yeah.
This is clearly against Islam.
Don't worry, AP. I'll make the video, man. I'll make the video, and I will show her what Muslim scholars have said about calling a human being the names of Allah with the definite article.
Wow, man. This is the state of Islam.
Yes, it is.
This is the state of Islam. Say yes, it is. Wow. Not a single person calling it out. Not a single Muslim calling it out. This is the state of Islam. What a religion. What a religion.
And people are pointing out they can't call her out. It's the same thing we were saying. What happens if you call her out and she gets too annoyed and stops the grift?
Yeah.
You got nothing else. That's the point. They have to cling to Sneeko. They have to cling to Lily J. We think it's the most pathetic thing in the world, but they got nothing else. How else do you get access to a bunch of other stupid people?
The only person who actually realizes that this is shirk is a non-Muslim here. You just committed shirk because Quran says Allah is haq and you attributed that to Jesus. Good job, idiot.
So apparently the Christians here, either the Christians know more about Islam than the Muslims, or the Christians are more willing to say what Islam teaches. And the Muslim, can you imagine that? She just called, according to Islamic theology and Islamic commentators, she just called Jesus God while trying to say Jesus isn't God, and they won't say a word to her because they're scared of losing her grift.
Yeah,
that's how pathetic Dawah is right now.
Pathetic people. Lily J, if you're watching this, you should be aware that what you just said here about Jesus is shirk and makes you a kafir according to Islam, because you just declared that Jesus is God.
And not only that, she taught it to all her fans. And I wonder if that's going to be in Lily J's world. Little Lily J walking around. Did you know Jesus is God? But I don't want to believe that he's a creator, even though he's God.
I hope it is. Because if so, then actually, I don't know, man. Maybe there's something good about this. Maybe she will start spreading the belief that Jesus is the truth and the way and the life through her Islamic propaganda videos.
Isn't that a good title? Lily J admits Jesus is God. I probably already made one like that. Maybe Lily J calls Jesus the way, the truth, and the life.
I will make that too. I'll make a short.
Too late. I'm already gonna make it.
I'm making it. I'm making it. I'm making it right now. Oh boy. Oh boy.
18 miracles I've discovered. This
Are you freaking kidding me?
has got to be one of the most insane miracles I've discovered in the Quran so far. In chapter 21:30, it says that the heavens and earth were a joined entity and we split them apart. And
oh my goodness.
In 51:47, it continues that we are expanding it. This is crazy. Did the Quran actually predict the Big Bang Theory over 1400 years ago?
No, that's not the Big Bang Theory, you giant dummy.
No, it didn't.
That's called the cosmic egg theory. No, Lily J. So she quoted 21:30, which says that the heavens and the earth were together and then they were broken apart. So Lily J, look up Big Bang Theory and ask, is it the theory that the heavens and the earth were together as one thing and then they split apart and there was the earth then and then the heavens?
Nope.
Or is the Big Bang Theory, you had this big burst of energy, and then that billions of years later, the Earth formed after stars were made, and then they died, and then the elements went to various places, and then eventually you get to Earth, you giant idiot. And then she says, and 51:47 says the universe is expanding. Bull. Deliberate mistranslation after it was discovered that the universe is expanding. Deliberate mistranslation. How do you know? Go to any translation before that and most translations after it, and stop embarrassing yourself. What a liar. Hey, send me the link to that one too. I told you we don't want to destroy her career just yet. Want her to keep going, but we do want to keep getting gold from the gold mine. So those are two I wouldn't mind doing. Eventually we'll rain down fire on her. But right now, these are good little hauls from our gold mine.
Yeah, I just sent you in the chat.
Awesome.
Beast. Did you know? Did you know? LJ and Miss Rachel teach my kids how to hate the Jews.
Powerful.
Miss Rachel is also a very insane one.
Who's that?
You don't know Miss Rachel? She's
No.
a very, very popular kids show instructor who makes YouTube videos, extremely wildly popular. But she, since October 7th, started promoting Hamas, basically.
Oh, really? That's funny. Hey,
look at this. Look at her videos. 66 million views. Her last video. Toddler learning videos.
And she started promoting. Yeah, you might need to
She
do
had
a
60
show.
million subscribers.
Dude, how are you not doing a show about that if she's now promoting Hamas and crap?
I don't know. She literally brought a Hamas member on a post, or made a video with him. And later on, she took it down, and then apologized and said that she doesn't support what happened on October 7. But then she again promoted the very same people. So and she keeps doing that, and she keeps talking about, and there's a genocide going on, and of course we have to talk about it, and the resistance and so on.
Hey, I wanted to make a better argument for Lily J. It would go something like this. Did you know that Prophet Muhammad prophesied the Big Bang? Because the Big Bang is what they called it when he went out into the desert with the men of Al-Zut. And they called this the Big Bang. Now, isn't that a prophecy of future scientific knowledge? What do you guys think? What?
Hey, what the? Wait a minute.
That's Muhammad's Big Bang.
I forgot that I posted this whenever a terrorist dies.
I know. That was funny. I saw that.
Yeah.
It's a catastrophe! A catastrophe!
I actually wanted to talk about him today. And wanted to talk about
why is he always sweaty? Chunk, turn up the freaking air conditioning. I mean, maybe he's on the global warming thing. He's like, I'm not going to use AC. I'm not going to use AC because I'm going to save the world. I'm not going to do it. I don't know what it is, but he always looks like he's just.
Well, the thing is,
looks like he's in a sauna, man.
In Europe and in Turkey and all that, they don't use air conditioning very much, or they barely use it. So,
isn't he in the U.S.?
I know,
adapt to American values. Shank,
maybe
namely
because
not being covered in sweat if you're freaking news broadcasting.
Maybe because he's from Turkey, he doesn't want to use it because it's against his traditions, you know. That's why. I don't know. Freaking Turks. I'm sick of Turks. What's wrong with these people, man? What is wrong with these Turks? This is actually funny. Cenk Uygur. Meltdown. Have you seen that video? Have you seen this video where this is from?
If that's the one that everyone was sharing when he was the greatest nation on earth, I saw a clip of that.
Israel is the Jewish state, the greatest state of all.
You gotta love this guy, man. Isn't it like seriously interesting? Like,
oh wait, this is
Israel makes all these people go insane. Like, yeah. you could criticize Israel and not be insane, but the people who they just keep going off the deep end and becoming insane.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
And laugh at the slaughter of innocent people.
Muslims are America's enemies, that we're the violent savages.
He's an atheist.
You're disgusting. I can't stand it anymore. Can you, for once in your life, treat a Muslim life the same as an Israeli life? And the answer for mainstream media in America is hell no. They're never going to do it. Never.
Yeah.
They hate Muslims.
The media just hates Muslims. They bend over backwards every step of the way, every second of every day. They cover up freaking mass rape of little girls. because they're so anti-Muslim.
Yeah, surely the war is just happening because people just hate Muslims so much.
Yep.
There can't be any other reason.
Yeah, whenever there's a terrorist attack, they won't even they won't even say that he's a Muslim and so on. But it's because they're just trying to destroy Muslims.
By the way, Marina just shared this. She's fantastic. Give her a follow. Palestinians are the best people on earth.
And I remember that, and I responded, and Turks are the worst.
Palestinians are best people on earth. On behalf of the moral world, we are so sorry we can't get you more. How in the world? I mean, I'm sorry. You have to be a little bit rational here, okay? Even if you put everything aside here, even if you put all the war and everything aside here for a second, what makes you go and claim that that Palestinians are best people on earth?
Yeah.
Where does this come from? Is this rash? Is this reasonable? Is this like did he reasonably come up with this conclusion that Palestinians are best people on earth, or is this just something that he's saying because he's so upset about it?
Because it will get clicks and enrage other people. But think about that. I mean, yeah, if you are not being a complete idiot, I will grant someone from Gaza or the West Bank could be the best person on earth for all I know.
Yes.
But you just when you make this complete generalization, Palestinians, AP, does that include Hamas?
Yes.
Does that include the rapists?
Yes.
Does that include the people who killed men, women, and children?
Yes.
Does that include people who went and slaughtered a bunch of people, took hostages, ran back and hid in tunnels, and let women and children take the retaliation?
Yes.
These are the best people on earth. So we can say that Chunk Yogurt of the Young Turks thinks that terrorists who slaughter men, women, and children are the best people on the planet.
Yes.
All right, guys, if you take them seriously after that, that's on you.
I gotta say, in addition to that, 70% of Gazans or 70% of Palestinians agreed with October 7, with Hamas's October 7 terrorist attacks. Apparently, these people are the best people in the world. Okay. All right. By the way, since we talked trash about Miss Rachel, who is a horrible influence on people, I would like to point out that that there's actually an alternative to Miss Rachel for kids now, and that is Cameron Bertuzzi's wife, Capturing Christianity's wife, Brittany, started a channel for toddlers, which is not like Miss Rachel. BB and Friends toddler learning videos, and it seems to be doing well.
Why don't you play whatever their most popular one is, and we'll take a look.
Because I'm not a toddler.
Yeah, but the brides of all the Dawa guys who are watching are.
That's true. Okay.
Hello, friends. Let's talk with our hands. Let's start by waving hello. Can you say hello?
Hello.
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 Hello. Hello.
So you can make your kids watch BB and Friends instead. It's much better than Miss Rachel.
Should have called it Cameron's Clues, though.
That's true. Everyone is saying hello, hello, goodbye, hello, hello.
Hey, no. Hey, Cameron, you have to associate it with your original channel. So your channel's called Capturing Christianity, so just call it Capturing Kids. Call your channel Capturing Kids. What?
What's wrong with you? Oh my gosh. Capturing Kids.
Okay, funny. Wasn't that funny,
man? Anyway,
I have to say, you'd get all the Dawa guys watching and a ton of Muslim fans watching. Because they're searching for that. Like, how do I capture kids? How do I capture these kids? It'll be a super big hit among British Pakistanis.
The ninja in comments says, "You know what is wrong with the baby."
Muslims, because Israel needs more land. They need more of Gaza. Are you going to report accurately that they voted to take Gaza? It was never about self-defense. They took Gaza. They voted on that. Have you said it? No. Oh, I mentioned it on page A17. But I don't want anybody to find out Israel's the aggressor. Israel's a moral army. Israel's doing self-defense. So it's dirty Muslims that are attacking. I'm sick of it. F all of you in American media. F all of you for driving that hatred.
F you. F you. F you.
Against 1.5 billion people, all to serve your beloved Israel. I know I'm the one who's being terrible.
Nobody voted to conquer Gaza. That never happened. Nobody voted to conquer Gaza before October 7th. That never happened. Nobody planned this in order to conquer Gaza and take it over and absorb it. None of that ever happened. So,
hey, and haven't news organizations like the New York Times like repeatedly posted like complete Hamas propaganda that was exposed later for being complete nonsense?
Yep. The New York Times even posted and then later kind of tried to explain the details away, false propaganda that they have footage or X-rays of children's heads with bullets in them. The thing is, everyone, of course, immediately pointed out, including experts, wait a minute, why is there a huge, giant bullet inside a child's head, but the head is completely intact? And there's not even a crack in it. Later on, they tried to backtrack it and explain it away. The media in America has repeatedly published propaganda in favor of the Palestinians and so on.
Anti-Semite. How could you say something against Israel? Israel is the Jewish state, the greatest state of all, right? I don't care that they're Jewish. I wish they weren't. I wish they had a safe.
I wish they weren't.
Haven for Jews that didn't constantly attack their neighbors.
It's called
that
America.
Didn't occupy their neighbors. I want a safe haven, but they don't want a safe.
Wait, what did she just say?
Jewish. I wish they weren't. I wish they had a safe haven for Jews that didn't constantly attack their neighbors.
It's called
that
America.
Didn't occupy.
It's called what? Did she say it's called Europe?
Attack their neighbors.
It's called
that
America.
Didn't occupy.
I have no idea what you said.
Their neighbors. I want a safe haven, but they don't want a safe haven. They want more land. It's called Greater Israel. It's a map that hangs in their cabinet. It's not like.
This is so funny. Did she say it's called America? That's weird. Why would she say that? That's very stupid. That's incredibly retarded. Did she actually try to claim that that America is? Did she actually do the whole America is occupied by Israel thing?
I wish they had a safe haven for Jews that didn't constantly attack their neighbors.
It's called
that
America.
Didn't occupy.
It's called America. Okay, now I hear it.
By their neighbor.
Okay, so she is actually there implying that America is controlled by Israel, isn't that that's what she's saying, right? By the Jews.
Hey, I just sent you something. Do you remember when Cenk Uygur? Here's the thing. I hadn't seen enough of the Young Turks back then. Like the only clips I'd seen, he was being calm. The only clip back, I'm talking back in the day, I'm talking years ago. The only clips I'd seen from the Young Turks were when like something popped up because of some story. YouTube used to push them really hard, used to promote them really hard back in the day. But if some story, but he just seemed like a YouTuber who was trying to be like a news source and stuff, but he was always, it was calm. It was calm. So when Steven Crowder showed up when Cenk Uygur was speaking somewhere on a panel and he started acting, I was like, That's not a good imitation of the guy. He doesn't sound like that. It's exactly what he sounds like here. But anyway, I sent you the link, man. Did you ever see that?
I'm gonna check it out. But hold on a second.
Hang on. Did you ever see it back in the day
No,
when?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you want to check that? Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't.
I wish they had a safe haven for Jews that didn't constantly attack their neighbors.
This is such a freaking lie. And at this point, this guy must know that it's a lie.
They're killing everyone in Jordan.
Israel does not randomly attack their neighbors. This is not what's happening. This is not what happened from the beginning. This is not what happened until today. I will pledge. I challenge him to a debate on this. I also did it, and thousands have shared it, and he has seen it, and he hasn't responded to it. I bet you he will never, ever dare to actually have this debate with anybody who knows about the history and the region. This is such nonsense. This is pure. I mean, if anything is called blood libel, this is it.
That didn't occupy their neighbors.
That also never happened.
Want a safe haven, but they don't want a safe haven. They want more land. It's
They want to be left alone, you piece of filth.
called Greater Israel. It's a map that hangs in their cabinet.
This is a complete lie, completely made up.
Chuck, seriously, for your own benefit, man, you need to calm down, dude. You
Hey, look,
cannot.
he's lying here.
You do. I'm just saying, you don't see a lot of 65-year-olds who act like this because they don't survive that long. Don't.
He's lying here. He says that the Greater Israel map is hanging in the Israeli cabinet. This is a complete lie.
Well, how do you know? You telling me you know every single Israeli, and you know that not one of them has this hanging in his cabinet?
Yes.
Prove it. Show me every Israeli cabinet in Israel.
Okay. Oh, wait, he debated Natasha Hauser. I'm not even aware of that. Did I ever look at that? I'm not sure. Maybe I need to have a look at that. That sounds like something that would be very, very nice to look at. He got zooted, it says here. He wasn't ready. He got zooted. I gotta put it on my list and watch it.
What do you say, zooted?
Yeah, it says he got zooted.
Hey, you know, it's funny.
What?
We have like a little planning meetings for apologetics. A couple of us apologists, like, hey, who's going to work on what? We can make sure we're covering all the bases and stuff. You jumped into one or two of them before, but I was like, we need something with Zut on a T-shirt to wear. Some sort of joke, man. We need some sort of joke. And then L's funny, but L goes, it's from LISL Elohim. She goes, how about you've got a picture of an animal at the zoo, and a bunch of people are gathered around the animal, and it says Al Zoo, and then on the other side you have a bunch of Indians gathered around Muhammad, and it says Al Zut. I don't know why, but I was like super sleep deprived. I started dying laughing for like 10 minutes.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Today he also did this thing. Israel just murdered Prime Minister of Yemen and their entire cabinet. If anyone had done this to Israeli Prime Minister and cabinet, they'd be considered by Western media as the worst terrorists in the world. So what does it make Israel? They're obviously a terrorist state. What actually happened is that Israel killed the head of the Houthis, which are a designated terrorist organization.
Wait, the ones who like terrorize every boat that goes by them?
Yes.
Huh. Wait, are they the same place that have repeatedly launched attacks at Israel?
Yes.
Huh.
Who are the aggressor against Israel?
Hey, you know what's funny? When I saw the reactions earlier, the main reaction from critics was, what would they say if someone took out the Israeli prime minister? They would love to. And they've tried. They just haven't succeeded. So which of these groups would not take out Netanyahu if they could? They would do that in a heartbeat. They just don't have the technology.
Alhamdulillah.
But these are actually terrorists. I mean, just think about this. You're not allowed to take out the leader of a freaking terrorist organization, according to you guys. Shame on you if you take out leaders of terrorist organizations. Oh my goodness, they blew the balls off a bunch of terrorists. It's the end of the world. We're so sad. Like, how can they make it any clearer, man? They're just on the side of freaking terrorists.
And small reminder to everyone, this is, by the way, the organization we're talking about. Here. This is the slogan of the Houthis. We have the best design ever. for a flag.
It looks like it was made on a Commodore 64 in 1984.
It says, Allahu Akbar, death to America, death to Israel, curse the Jews, victory to Islam. This is their slogan.
Well, they lost because they didn't say Alhamdulillah.
Yep.
Or Inshallah.
They didn't say Inshallah.
Didn't say any of that, and that's why they're losing.
Yep. Stupid. You should say Inshallah.
Stupid. Should have said Inshallah. Your terrorist leader wouldn't have just been killed.
Anyway, enough of looking at this pig. So,
hey, play that little clip of Chunk.
Oh yeah, Chunk. Let's see. 4 minutes.
I haven't seen this since years ago, but I remember I was like, that doesn't sound like Chunk Yo, but now it sounds. If I recall correctly, he sounds exactly like him.
I asked them when we switch over from TV to online, can you guys help us build this? And our audience gave us $425,000.
See, that's Chunk Yo. That's what I was used to him sounding like.
What's going on? I thought we were having a real discussion. I thought we were saying that's bullshit. I'm real fake over here. It's supposed to happen. I had to change over the married. Okay, this is Stephen. This guy, this is a real thing. You think you're a man and it's not happening. It's bullshit. You know, this is only sure I just watch the battle. Okay, this is not a friend of mine. Okay, this is what he does. He's doing an impression, and then you know that's bullshit. Okay. Right, he basically makes money. Like my dick. So I do this homophobic stuff too. And I feel like you're a homophobe, but really, so security should remove him because his whole living. But by the way, making his strength of live streams. He makes a living by trying to copy me. I know, right? And get the right wing critics. He's like, hey, look, I'm so big that I'm just going to hide on him. I know, like, listen, like there was a time. I mean, live streams getting divided. It's like, right? Hey, maybe you should try to get your own show or your own panel? I know, right? Like this guy is right in my god! This bullshit! This bullshit goes around my god! We're trying to reasonable discussion. Oh my god, you're also taking up their time. Genocide like it happened, or like proof or evidence. Okay. Let's go. Listen, you'll get your turn. Okay, don't stop crowding my act. I'm just saying, this guy's being right. Okay.
Look, he sat down. He sat down. He sat
down. They didn't
he
even
actually sat down. Oh man.
This guy came on our show, and it's bullshit. Okay. And like when I say bullshit, why I said for like, it's real talk. It's like we're uncensored. Okay. So okay. Inside. Get out. I'm just saying, you guys gotta do like better background checks. By the way, guys, you shouldn't tolerate like the hate speech. Okay, like I know. But the question too. Fuck me. I know. It's okay. Like that's what
Oops, the video. Sorry.
Hey, that's he was there with Jared.
Yeah.
That was not gay Jared there, man, with him.
Oh, that's funny.
Look at the picture. Oh man. Oh boy.
I'm confused which one was the real chick.
Which one was the real chick? Oh boy. Classic.
Is there a gas leak in their community? Yes, there is. Adam Barnard says it's women like her who gave Momo the idea that women have half the intelligence of men. It's very rude.
That should be a response. Everyone should just screenshot the hadith about women having a deficient intellect, and every time Lily J says anything, just go, wow, if you're trying to prove Muhammad's a prophet by proving he's right in this hadith, nailed it. Can you imagine Lily J doing a debate? I don't mean with an actual like Christian debater, but with like any like intelligent Jewish or Christian woman?
No. I can't. Narcissist Orthodox Lips even does kissy lips for the camera. This is true.
Yeah, keep your kissy lips to yourself, Orthodox lips Muslim.
Not even Lily J does that, as far as I
Yeah,
see.
not even Lily J. You're worse than Lily J. Trying to tempt all your followers with your luscious lips, smooching at them.
Hi, off topic. Think UK will get what it deserves. Plus, say experience living in Muslim countries, positive, so pro-Islamophobia law, etc. Maybe I'm wrong to warn them. Thoughts? I think there's actually a lot of stuff happening right now. There are a lot of marches and protests across the UK. I am viewing a lot of videos coming out of the UK, and it seems that because of the raise the colors and raise the flags campaign and all that, there seems some waking up going on in the UK right now, and I'm happy to see that. So I hope it continues, and I am curious to see how September 13th, how the march, the rally of Tommy Robinson on September 13th will play out, because there seems to be a lot of pushback from people, and this is what is needed. This is exactly what is needed. Governments can't deal with it when there is too much pushback. People need to realize that, and it's good. It's good that British people realize it. That a lot of British people are waking up to it and going out there and marching and being loud. They will call you bigots. They will call you all kinds of things. But when you are louder and louder and louder, without Crowder, they will no longer be able to withstand the pressure, and the politicians will have to listen to it. That's what's needed. Rise up, people. Rise up, people. Rise up, people. Now, I don't want to promote a political party here. I've seen other people do it right now. Don't want to say any of that. But yeah, I also don't want to meddle with the political parties there at the moment. And I also don't like, honestly, I'm not sure why a party put a Pakistani guy as the head of the party. You know, so. Did British people run out of white British people to lead their parties? I don't know. No offense. I'm just asking questions. I'm just wondering. So don't say I'm talking trash about that party now. I'm just asking. I'm just wondering. Jay Pendragon says, I can't tell at this point if Lily J is doing this on purpose or if she's actually this dumb. That's how bad it's gotten. That's my question as well. I have no idea.
Sorry, I just read a comment where Tim Chapman said, chunk is louder with chowder. So stupid.
Quran miracles equals Lily alcohol theory equals dumb. Powerful. Apple Baker says, guys, check out this rapper on SoundCloud named Apostate Prophet. He dropped some awesome beats like the Garga Tree Ain't No Snitch. Oh, hi, David.
That dude's got some sick rhymes. Everyone on the street is saying this guy's like Eminem and Bob Marley all rolled into one.
Powerful. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
With beats like Dre. Beats like Dre.
I see people whining still about the whole Yemen thing, but just so everyone knows, the good news today is that that the head of the Houthi terrorist organization has been taken out by Israel. Good job, Israel, and thank you for your service to the whole world. It's very, very good steps.
Did you see the video? Oh, because of this, we're going to destroy Israel. We, the Houthis who remain, are going to destroy Israel.
Right. They have destroyed their brains enough. They can't destroy Israel. Guys, check out AP and Dawood. What's the 411 on the proposal for you both, as well as got Logic, Inspiring Logic, Inspiring Logic?
Who's Inspiring Logic?
Maybe there should be another Inspiring Logic or something. And reasoned answers to go to Dearborn, Michigan for anti-Dawa. David, do we have plans?
No, I just mentioned it as an idea. It's never been like put into some plan, some official plan yet. I was just mentioning it.
Let's plan then for December.
Right. We'd have to check with
when it's really
God Logic.
Let's go. When it's really, really
snowing. They love me in Dearborn.
Powerful.
The all of Dearborn loves D Wood.
Powerful. Droog Scowigu says, how does Lily sleep at night with the reality of being a failed musician turned professional liar? I don't think she cares.
Yeah, I mean, if you're sleeping on a big pile of money, like, what do you care?
I do not think that she is a person who actually cares, and I wish that was different.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, think lots of people would be bothered by being a compulsive liar. If you're someone who's a narcissist or someone with histrionic personality disorder, lying is just part of the way to get what you want in life. So it doesn't bother them even slightly.
That's what they do.
As long as you are getting the attention you want. And even keep in mind, attention is the main thing. Money, things like money are just the bonus.
Bonus. Leroy, she helps spread Islam, but unfortunately she doesn't know soon Islam might end up spreading her. I'm not sure how to understand this. Fox McCloud, if Muhammad didn't want to get touched by the Al-Zud, he would have worn a burqa. That's true. This is a good point. Rick Newton, Jesus said, you look with lust, you commit adultery in your heart. Islam says, cover up so we don't grape you. Muslim women are free to get used. This is true. Free to get not graped by the grapists. The Veil and the Vacuous, Australian grift. Looking forward to new movie, Brokeback Desert. Normal is overrated said there was once a girl, Lily J.
Hey, Lily J. Lily J, I'll make you a deal right now. If on your cartoon you cover on the cartoon the story of the Night of Al-Zut, I will never say one word of criticism against you ever. Not one word. Not one word. That's the deal. If not, and if you don't, we're still going to make the kids version. We'll just have it on Capturing Kids.
Let's see. There was a little girl, Lily J, who wants everyone to hear what she say. Her desire is to blame as her long just for fame. I wonder how long a Muslim she'll stay. Huh. Nice. I did in the past think of creating a parody of one of her songs. I actually did spend some time writing lyrics for it and sampling her beat or imitating it or something, but making it all about the grift.
Say imitating her beat, not sampling her. That sounds weird.
But I did think about it. Maybe I should continue with it. I even have some examples here somewhere.
Oh yeah, because you have music making skills, so you could put all like her stupid voice into a bunch of stuff. I don't think AI could actually do like her stupid voice and do a song that sounded like her. You could definitely sample her. I mean, her words, but
I could make her sing it.
I don't think so. AI cannot sound that stupid. It can't do it, man. AI is too smart to sound that stupid.
I don't even know, man. Do I have them already somewhere? No, I have to listen to those to play them live sometime. Do you think Muhammad knew that he was lying or was just crazy? Well, there are different theories, and both David and I commented on those occasionally. But I would say it's probably a mix of things. I think that he genuinely believed in much of what he said. That he was at least to some extent deceived himself, but that he also at some point started giving into it and just making things up for his own benefit. What do you think, David?
Yeah, you can. And you've seen this with religious leaders in the Christian world and the Muslim world and so on. You see people who obviously believe what they're saying, and yet they're involved in scandals and so on. And they just come to think at some point, hey, I'm so important to all of this that I can kind of do what I want and get away with things because I'm so important to God. And I think Muhammad really believed that he was a prophet. Either his desires just had such complete control over him that he really thought he was having revelations giving him everything he wanted, or at some point he just, hey, I'm so important to God, I'm God's last greatest prophet and stuff like that. So, if I have to fake a couple of things to give me everything I want, I deserve it. And in Islam, Allah is just pretty happy with that.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Dr. Bales or Dr. Bales says Sailor Mohammed hijabless Lily J. Sailor Mohammed. God, I'm still thinking about that. Paul following appearances on right-leaning shows like Charlie Kirk's. How do you respond to critics, atheists, and ex-Muslims who say you're being tokenized? Well, I would say that's a very dumb thing to say. How am I being tokenized? How in the world am I being tokenized?
Yeah, you end up on a show because they're interested in hearing from ex-Muslims and give their perspective to show, hey, and here's a Turkish guy. This is hey, this is something that people who come out of that keep telling us the same thing. Here's another example of it. How's that being tokenized?
Yeah, the funny thing is, I'm not here to say, hey, I'm a Muslim, and I want to say some things about Islam, that people need to know. No, I'm saying I am against Islam, and I think you guys need to stop being so nice to Islam and all that. That's how I speak out, and I go even further than that. There's nothing to tokenize here, honestly. Cars in Depth, a rabbi Gersonides invented a precursor to the sextant, and another Jew, Abraham Zacuto, actually perfected the astrolabe. You're just making up names now. But I believe you.
Huh. Yeah, a Rabbi L'chaim Goldbergenstein invented. Come on. Not fooling anybody with that.
Don't forget to zoot the stream. Yeah, don't forget to zoot the stream while you're watching. Chris Scott channel Bjorn Andrea Bull Hansen, a Viking channel, did a video saying top Muslim contacted him about saying early Vikings were Muslim. JJ Quasar 226. Well, to be fair, the Vikings were Muslims. I mean, just look at what the things that they believe in, right? Or believed in. They believed in Valhalla. They believe that if they fight and kill and die, this is honorable, an honorable death, and they will go to Valhalla. Doesn't Valhalla sound oddly like Wallahi or Allah? Huh. In your face.
Proof.
This is the proof.
And who's their biggest hero? It's not Odin. Their biggest hero is Thor. And conveniently, after the night of Al-Zut, Muhammad crawled back to Abdullah and said, "Oh, I feel really Thor." And is that a coincidence? Huh?
Yeah.
He felt Thor.
See? He felt very Thor. But also, another thing, which many people might not know, they used to call Odin the All-Father. 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 That sounds like Allah. There you go.
And I mean, let's not ignore the best evidence. Vikings had beards. Muslims have beards. Coincidence?
Alhamdulillah. 226 Jewish Nobel Prize winners versus only 14 Muslims. It's because they're discriminating against Muslims, obviously.
Yeah, and it's funny if you look at the Nobel Prizes that Muslims won, it's like Peace Prize and literature and stuff like that.
Huh, you see. I think Al-Jabr was Zoroastrian, and besides that, many of those Muslim scientists were Persian, land known for intellect before Islam. Well, this is pretty rude. It's just Islamophobic. A Muslim child, Aisha, invented dry cleaning. Many say that no one has...
I'm stealing that one. I'm stealing it right now. I'm stealing it. Did you know a Muslim woman invented dry cleaning? Look right here. I'm not going to quote all those passages.
Many say that no one has ever paid the troll toll. However, history shows that the Al-Zut did pay the troll toll and left the tip. Carson Depth says another great rabbi, Avraham bin Ezra, had a major role in introducing algebra to Europe. That's true. JJ Kosar, hive minds of the world, ants, bees, most wasps, termites, and Muslims. This is very, very rude. Mal the Stampede says Old Mo probably banned alcohol because it's too hard to lie when drunk. Probably. No, it's probably because he was always drunk anyway. just differently. John West, if Allah actually revealed differently to Jews, Christians, and Muslims for them to compete in good works, then Christianity is winning hands down. Indeed, it is.
Yeah, Muslims, you're losing.
You're losing the game. You're losing the game.
But not if we consider banging little girls good works. Then we're winning.
Oh, hang on. Hang on.
Hang on.
AP, you're singing it to 1810 in your last life. Please turn into R. Kelly's Trapped in the Closet.
The Al Zut version.
The Al Zut version.
Trapped in the Desert.
desert.
Trapped in the Desert. That's a good title for the. Yeah, do a parody. I don't know what Trapped in the Closet is.
I have no idea.
But you could do a parody of it called Trapped in the Desert.
Trapped in the Closet. I didn't know such a song exists. I'll check it out. Tommy Robinson.
I remember from R. Kelly. I believe I can fly. And that crap.
All I remember is that he's a perv or something.
He's a pervert. But I mean, that would be a good crossover. Islam and R. Kelly.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Tommy Robinson told Harris Sultan how he found out a Pakistani MP in Britain for the Conservative was a jihadi paid by Qatar. Their money goes deep.
Yeah. Not as deep as Al Zut, but pretty deep. What?
Moroccan Cato says, will Al Zut be in Lily J's project? Yes. Well, we are expecting the Al Zut to be one of the major episodes that are also part of the Lily J's world universe, where she wants to do this whole cartoon thing. So we are definitely expecting that to happen. Fifth Gen Canuck said, talk of Ish of Arabia. He has some wild stuff kids are taught about us in Egypt. He has an amazing testimony of coming to Christ too. I think he got in touch with me or something. He did. I had to get back to them. He got in touch with me at some point. I got to get back to him and maybe do that. We will see. We shall see. Normal is overrated. In fact, let me take a screenshot of this here. I'm like David, taking screenshots to remember things.
I don't know why you would make fun of that.
Normal is overrated. Says, what the heck? No talent. Lily got her get her fixed somehow. This is true. Did you know a Muslim man invented Diddy parties?
Steal that one too.
Take a screenshot. Got it. Okay. Spaceman says, hey David Wood, what's the brand of your mug? Thanks. Do you mean his face or his
This I don't even know. I've had this for probably 15 years. I just got it.
I think he means your face, because they call you face mug.
I think he means this mug.
I think he means your face.
I don't know. It's got nothing written on it.
Pretty sure he means your face. So, the Samurai Hobbit says, forgive my ignorance, but what's the difference between da'wah and taqiyya? There's no difference. Well, da'wah is just a mission to spread Islam, and taqiyya is a concept that is originally actually meant to say that you can speak, you can conceal the truth in order to preserve yourself, but it sometimes goes
to cover up your intentions and so on.
Yep. Powerful. Do you want to explain that further, David?
Yeah, I would say lots of times when they're lying, it's not what would historically be considered taqiyya. Taqiyya is like, you can pretend you're not a Muslim, or you're from a different sect of Islam or something like that, if it's to protect yourself or to protect something. And you can lie and deceive people to cover up your true intentions. So suppose if you're a Muslim in an area and you want to subjugate the population and you want to massacre people and rape everyone, you can lie about that. If you're what do you no, we're friends. You can pretend to be friends towards everyone, even though you ultimately want to subjugate them. What dawah, their mentality just seems to be the ends justify the means. If we lie to you to convert you to Islam, that's a good thing. We've actually helped you. So they believe that lying is permissible if the goal is good, and so they have no problem lying left and right.
So I'm just listening to my parody versions of Lily J on the side. M. McFly says, a Muslim woman invented GPS just like the internet, just like I invented the internet. You did? Wow, I didn't know that. It's interesting. How did I never hear of you? King Baldwin is an Aussie accent mixed with a Kardashian twang. It is? Okay. I have no idea about Australian accents. I have no idea about different parts of Australia and whether they use different accents too or anything.
They had some name for that idiot accent.
I find it kind of impressive that in Britain, it's like there are different accents across a very small piece of land. Over here, they speak this accent. Over there, they speak that accent, but it's basically the same city. It's kind of funny. I have no idea about Australian. Normal is overrated, said Lily speak about 434, or the verse that permits graping of horse. But the one worst of all is the one you ignore, the pedo verse 65:4. She should do that. Maybe she will include that in her upcoming Lily J's World series. She might make an episode about 434. Lily speak about 434, or the verse that permits graping a whore. I always thought ChatGPT was a game they play in Dubai with buckets. Dumb person. Dr. Diddy Wood, my fist, your face now, says dumb person. Princess Peach.
Better bring an army, buddy.
God bless you, AP and David. Keep it up. Much love. Thank you, Princess Peach. Here's Yoshi, by the way. Just in case you're looking for Yoshi. Here's Yoshi. Totally random. I can't judge too hard, says MT. Online Christians fall for Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, and Nicole Fuentes. We each have our retards. I know, but
yeah, but notice we call them out.
Yes,
we call them out.
I also have to say, Lily J is significantly dumber than every single one of these people.
Massively dumber. I mean, as dumb as we think. So Tucker's not dumb. I don't know. Oh, Nick Fuentes, not dumb at all. Candace Owens, not actually stupid, but like, so she's probably like average, but given the massive following, she's stupider. She's way stupider than she should be. Lily J, really, really, really dumb and gullible.
I agree. So one of our kids just didn't want this anymore. And my wife was going to give it away, and I thought, what, you're going to give Yoshi away? No, I will not allow this. So that's why I have a Yoshi right now.
Hey, you could bring that on and appear on Capturing Kids.
Yeah, that's true. I could do that. Capturing Kids. Did you know a Jew invented worshiping Ezra?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, we know. M. McFly, Lily J's Islam Light is the gateway drug to ISIS. This is true. Ida Rogozin, what's up, Ida? Just popped to say hi. Love you guys. Off to sleep. Thank you, Ida. Rick Newton, Lily J just called Jesus God, except John 17:3. Powerful. Yeah. She said Jesus is God. Paul, David, I told you converts use 10-year-old Dawa scripts. That's what they do.
They do. And they make it, it's
You
just
and
way,
they on one another. That's what they do.
it's just way easier to expose now.
That's true.
Yeah. So I've always pointed out, like the Dawa guys don't last long and so on. They tend to last like 3 to 7 years. So probably average about 5 or something like that. But watch the new batch of Dawa guys, as soon as they become popular, they're not going to have career spans of 5 or 6 or 7 years anymore. It's going to, once they take off in popularity, they're going to get people's attention. They think they want attention. They're not going to want the attention they get. Everyone's going to expose them, and you're going to end up where they're going to have careers of like 2 years. So unlike the Al-Zut, these guys don't last long.
Oh, interesting. A Night with Al-Zut is the Islamic Big Bang Theory. Timothy Freeman, peace and blessings to the messenger of Alan Sultan, war to Alan. Alan, how do y'all make money? Solely off social media or normal kafir day job? Scaffolder, wormwork, concreter, security, oil rigging, etc. Yeah, I do scaffolder, concreter, security, oil rigging. Yeah. That's how. Urinating Broom says, will the movie be all about how the Trinity and the Bible have problems? Because apparently this is all Muslims talk about with non-Muslims. That is apparently what they talk about.
Well, Yeah, when they're talking to non-Muslims or when they're debating, that's all they want to talk about. When they're on their shows, they're happy to just lie because no one's there to correct them. And I mean, guys, just think about how diabolical this is. We keep saying that since the Dawa scripts fail when they're interacting with anyone who's familiar with anything they're talking about, like look at Lily J's argument. This is the Big Bang. Yeah, if you're a freaking idiot who knows nothing about the Big Bang or the Quran. But guess what? That's most of your audience, right? But we keep saying, who are they going after? They're looking for ignorant people. This is why they focus on like TikTok and stupid. You're focusing on ignorant people. Who's she going after? Kids.
I just saw something which occasionally comes up, so I want to talk about it very briefly. Some people bring this thing up about Israel. Now, this is not meant to be a defense of Israel. It is meant to be a refutation of common propaganda, talking points, and lies. So there is this this news that was spread a few weeks ago, maybe last week or 2 weeks ago or so, that Israel has frozen the bank accounts of the Greek Orthodox Patriarchate of Jerusalem, which represents half of all Palestinian Christians. Now, when I first saw this, I thought, oh, that's not good. So I looked into the news of it, into the articles of it, looked into the technicalities of it, and it turns out that so they didn't actually technically freeze the bank accounts, but they put a lien on the bank accounts of the Orthodox of the Greek Orthodox Patriarchate of Jerusalem. When I found that out, my initial reaction was there was actually the point where I was thinking, oh, this is not good, and I was going to post about it and say that I don't agree with this move. But then I look into it further, and it is kind of funny. Then I also got in touch with people that I know of from inside the city of Jerusalem that I'm in touch with. So I asked, hey, can you explain this to me and what's going on there? So what's happening here is that what happened here is not that Israel randomly froze the bank accounts of the Greek Orthodox Patriarchate of Jerusalem, but rather that so this is the Patriarch of Jerusalem, Theophilus III or something. Jerusalem made a law or has a policy that has been enacted many years ago, according to which every single religious organization has to pay taxes on property they own where they conduct non-religious activities, such as, for example, they do not have to pay taxes on churches where worship is done, but they have to pay taxes on, for example, if they own a hotel, if the church owns a hotel, or the church owns, I don't know, some other building which is not used for prayer purposes, but rather for other purposes. There they have to pay taxes on them. And this is equally applied to everybody, to Jews, to Christians, to Muslims, and so on. Every single group has complied and has paid. The Greek Orthodox Church has had great difficulties paying this. Their explanations were apparently that they have too many properties and too many things that they are back on and so on, and that they cannot pay. So they have been trying to negotiate their way and trying to kind of evade the payment or something like that for many, many years now. Now, I talked with my contacts in the Jerusalem Council, and what they basically told me is they try to give as much tolerance as possible to the Orthodox Patriarchate of Jerusalem. But the issue is, this is a law that is applied to every religious group equally. If they somehow do not put a lien on the account of the Orthodox Church, then the Orthodox Jewish organizations will step up and say, what is happening? Why are you positively discriminating and not doing anything about the churches that are paying you? Or do churches now have privileges and that we don't as Orthodox Jewish people? And the Muslims will rise up and say, why are we being discriminated against? Why can the Christians do whatever they want to do? So eventually they have to step in and say, you have to now pay this, or we will have to somehow put a lien on the accounts. So they don't pay it, and Jerusalem puts a lien on the account. That's basically what happened here. That is literally what happened. There is no discrimination going on. On the contrary, there is complete equality going on here. And it is not a tax on the churches that are owned by the Jerusalem Patriarchate. It is a tax on property that is used for non-religious purposes. That's what it is.
And why are you saying this 2 hours into a live stream on a different topic instead of just making a short video about that will circulate rapidly and help people actually respond when the issue comes up?
Because I don't care enough to make an actual video about it. And
the truth comes out. AP doesn't care about Jews because he's Orthodox now.
And it's not something that I terribly want to go into in detail. I think they can just figure that out. Some people spread the lie, and I can respond to it when they bring it up. But yeah, we have somebody here who just brought this up here and said, no, they're discriminating churches now. Look, this is a lie. Look it up. Churches now have to pay taxes. No, they don't. You do not have to pay taxes in Jerusalem for church activities. Similarly, you do not have to pay taxes for synagogue worship activities or for mosque worship activities. That is not what is happening. It is only applied for non-worship activities that are owned by the churches. That's it. So this is a lie. You're calling me a liar. You are lying. And if you don't know it, I would ask you to correct yourself on this. Alhamdulillah. That's the thing. Like, don't spread lies. If you want to criticize and attack Israel over things, don't spread lies. Do it over legitimate stuff. Karagaj, so she thinks Islam predicted the Big Bang 1,400 years ago. So the Big Bang happened after Islam predicted it. Did I get that right? Yes. Peace be upon me says, Momo was Trinitarian. He used to repeat his words 3 times, divorce 3 times, 99 names of Allah divided by 3, 33 years of life of Jesus. Any thoughts? Well, it shows that Christianity is true. So
you have to say that would be dumb reasoning, but if it were used in reverse, if that was some argument that Lily J was giving, people would love it. Oh, it's so powerful. This is clearly the proof.
You see?
Like I told you, back when I was having discussions with Nabil, I was reading one of his Ahmadi books, and one of the arguments was, if the creator of the universe were triune, then planets would be shaped like triangles, not like spheres. And Ahmadis are, whoa, it's so powerful. That's true.
Whoa. Normal's overrated said, perhaps Lily J really don't know where the sons found as per Pidomo or the sex slavery or the camel pee or lilies, all of this just for show and for money. Faux show and for money. If you think Miss Rachel and LJ is bad for teaching your kids online, you should know Queer Kid Stuff has lessons on Islam. Talk about crazy sick. What? What is that? Is that even a thing? I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna take a screenshot like David Wood does.
Everybody wants to take screenshots now.
RKZ, it's true the media doesn't treat Jewish and Muslims' lives the same because everyone wants Jews to disappear. SMH freaking turkeys. Yeah. King Baldwin, I feel like Cenk is about to rip his shirt off.
No, Cenk, please keep your shirt on, Cenk. Please, we're begging you, keep your shirt on, dude.
And bust into a, let me tell you something, brother.
Let me tell you something, brother.
No one's already. This is not a joke. Research what Cenk said he would legalize if he was elected regarding sexual acts done to animals. The video is still up. What? Cenk Uyghur, 2013.
I'm Turkish. I'm Turkish. Of course, I have to support pagan goats.
I believe that if I were the benevolent dictator of the world, I would legalize bestiality, where you're pleasuring the animal. Wait, is this on video somewhere? I just want to see that in video.
If it's good enough for my prophet, then it's good enough for me.
Chunk yogurt bestiality. Let's see.
How can 14 centuries of Islam be false? How can all my Turkish ancestors
I believe
be
that
wrong?
if I were the ruler, the benevolent dictator of the world, I would legalize bestiality where you are giving, where you are pleasuring the animal.
Okay,
you could go whack off your dog. Go whack off your dog.
Now I have to hear the context of this because
I would whack off a goat.
I mean, it might have been that he would have said just kidding. You know, after that, that's probably what I would have done. So I wonder about the context now. I wonder about the context now, but I don't know.
Well, no, I mean that could be something he would say. You might want to have that clip stored for future reference whenever we're talking about Cenk.
Cenk.
I would legalize bestiality where you are giving, where you are pleasuring the animal. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you want to whack off a goat. You're saying that should be legal.
Okay. Now why? Why did that happen? It's the dumbest thing I've said.
It really is the dumbest thing you said. But...
No, I'll tell you why. Because there's was the case that we covered where there was like a guy or a girl or something that was pleasuring a horse, and the horse came to a conclusion, right? So who got harmed?
You know that people who are, okay, look, not to be a downer about what you're saying, because what you're saying sounds kind of funny, but.
So in other words, he's not saying anything about you being able to bang a goat, but if you're having a goat bang you, then the goat is getting pleasure by banging you in your butt. And therefore he would have no problem with you bending over for a goat or a bull or a horse or anything else to bang you. That's what he's saying.
A horse could kill you, man. I wonder if that's still okay with him.
Not Muhammad, not after the night of Al-Zut.
Yeah.
He can take it. He can take a horse.
And actually, like, have an orgasm.
All right, I don't want to listen to this anymore.
Well, yeah, why are you playing this? This is a Christian channel now, man. We're sitting here playing stuff about people defending bestiality.
I feel like I was a better person and happier overall when I didn't know of the existence of this video just a minute ago, or two. Everything has become worse since then. Rick Newton says, yes, there are a few toddlers watching that. Hello. Now he's bringing in toddlers. Ayatollah Khamenei says, LOL, Turk is crying. F the Turks generally, but not AP or the cool Turks, but the majority of Turks can blame me. Ida Rogozin, what's up, Ida? I think he's constipated. That's why he's mad. Normal man, could you please watch Steven Crowder as Cenk as a palate cleanser? Thank you. Not today, but maybe some other time. Is that a thing? Did you see that?
He has repeatedly imitated Cenk. I'll go ahead and look see if that's something that's short.
Inshallah. Ayatollah Khamenei, Israel is the Jewish state, the greatest state of all.
Israel is the Jewish state, the greatest state of all.
Sweaty Ottoman noises intensify. Eli, thank you, Eli. Eli says, love you both. We love you, Eli. Thank you very, very much. Always a very great pleasure to see you here. Alhamdulillah. Ayatollah Khamenei, we want a based haven. LOL. MT says, Palestinians are the best people at practicing literal child sacrifice, is what I think he meant to say. Go easy on him. Heat strokes alter the mind. This is true. That's Bushi, a homophobe. I am live streaming with Bushi, world's most eloquent Turk. MT, we need to start treating Muslims how people like Anna and Cenk treat Jews. In her everyone hates you, chosen people speech. Replace Jew with Muslim. I want to go through that video sometime. When was that from? Was that like from the same time that came about at the same time that Cenk Uygur's insane video came about? What's her name again? Anna. She's also Armenian. Like the saddest thing to me is that some Armenians end up being like these pro-Islam and pro-Muslim people. Of all the people, you guys, Armenians, what's wrong with you? Of all the people in the world. Of all the people in the world. I got to check that out. I don't have the clip right now, but I got to check that out.
Hey, you should check out the video I just shared. It's Steven Crowder imitating both of them. Anna, what the play the music, man. I didn't say play the music.
The F word, you know it's real talk. Okay. So we have a bunch of people who wanted to make phone calls.
Really
sevens. But what about the founding white straight male needs an AK-15? Okay, and they'll say, well, what about the founding? No, okay. That's not what they meant. They didn't mean any AR-47s. do the research. We'll have it listed at GeoCities.
Yes, I agree.
Wait till he starts flipping out.
So fucking much.
That's absolutely right. When you use the F word, you know it's real talk.
I said
okay. So we have a bunch of people who wanted to make phone calls to the show because we wanted to have a discussion. So let's have the first caller.
Hi, Cenk. Paul Joseph Watson here, first-time caller. I'd really like to get your clarification on the Armenian genocide, specifically if you accept the historical fact that it happened.
Okay, all right, I understand, because that's bullshit! Fuck the phone! That's racist! You're racist! Get the fuck out! Get the
I don't know why you're yelling. Simple.
Get the fuck out! Get the phone!
Get the fuck off the stage, you blue-eyed limey. Shut up,
bitch. We're trying to have a reasonable discussion.
Hi, Cenk. I'm not sure if you remember me. I was on your show a while back, and you asked me, demanded that I make you a ham sandwich, and I was just kind of wondering if you still wanted that sandwich. I could probably put it in the mail for you.
What? Okay, Karen. Everybody knows I said that as a joke. Okay, and you didn't fucking make me a ham sandwich. That's bullshit.
This is good. This is good. This is good stuff.
Oh boy,
this is good stuff.
It's funny stuff, man.
This is good stuff. This is Dave.
Rubin. Dave Rubin when he was before he was famous.
Yeah.
Oh, was he asking a question?
Yeah. Funny. MT the halalo Anna went mask off in that speech. You don't know I want to listen to it. Anna Casper. Anna Kasparian. Let's see. Let us 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 see.
Let us see.
Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. I'm going on a Nazi channel to see what she said. Let's see.
And for any Israelis watching this right now, I want you to be clear. I want you to understand this, okay? Because others are very afraid. You know, I get the IDF sending me pictures of their weapons, talking about how they're going to slaughter me. I'm not afraid of you. Not afraid of you.
Okay? You don't really believe they're killing people?
The IDF is sending you pictures of their weapons. Really?
Yeah, they are.
Really?
Netanyahu,
the IDF?
Netanyahu.
The Israeli Defense Forces is sending you weapons, is sending you pictures of their weapons. Really?
Yep.
Really, Anna?
Mossad sending her beepers.
Really? Really, Anna? I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Words in American media, they can F off. They're not like me. I'm different. I'm not afraid of you.
Ooh.
Okay, so while you're cashing checks that are funded by my tax dollars and the tax dollars of my fellow Americans, I need you to understand something clearly. You are hated internationally. Hated. Don't be mistaken based on the propaganda you hear in American media. That's not representative of how the American people feel about you. You're hated.
Actually, according to the research, the majority of Americans still have a positive view of Israel and still rather support Israel in this. So
that's a lie. That's a lie. They're just scared of Jews.
You're just believing American propaganda.
Yeah, it's just American propaganda because they're scared of Jews.
And it's not because you're Jewish. It's because you slaughter innocent people. It's because you think you're God's chosen people when you act like absolute demons. That's the reality. The whole international community loathes you.
All of them.
Young American citizens.
Hang on. So not because you're Jewish, and then she immediately adds to it, chosen people.
You're hated. And it's not because you're Jewish. It's because you slaughter innocent people. It's because you think you're God's chosen people when you act like absolute demons.
That is directly about Jews here. Let's be very, very clear.
That's the reality. The whole international community loathes you.
The international community in question is the Islamic countries and their allies.
Hey, play that part again.
Act like absolute demons. That's the reality. The whole international community loathes you.
Anna, I know you're stupid, but it's pronounced loves.
Young American citizens in this country, both left and right, loathe you.
It's pronounced love. What are you, stupid?
Anna, you need to stop taking the comments on X, of which probably half are ran by bots, seriously as a representative of the American population.
And you need to learn to pronounce love.
Yeah.
You sound like an idiot when you can't pronounce it correctly.
Yeah.
Eventually, these are the people who are going to come into power.
And then you're doomed.
I think
then you'll see what we do
numbered
when we round you up
to America backing its disgusting, loathsome behavior. It's war crimes. It's slaughter of innocent people.
Slaughter of innocent people.
But the people.
And then here's another one. Wait.
I'm not suicidal, and if anything happens to me,
why do they all say this like they're all about to die, get killed by Assad?
If any harm comes to us, it was definitely Israel.
This is how you are a skeptic. This is how you stay a skeptic. By telling people, if anything happens to us, of course, it was definitely Israel. This is a perfect way to now, if you ever wanted to end your life now and to just blame it on Israel. Perfect. What's better than telling people to draw their conclusions without having a single piece of evidence? That's fantastic. And
hey,
yeah, Israel is definitely going to take resources out of everything right now and put efforts into somehow, for some reason, taking out the two dumbest people in American media.
Yeah, why would you want to do that? Chunk and Anna make their entire side and all their followers look like complete deranged lunatics. Wouldn't you want that? Yeah. If you were Mossad, wouldn't you want that? Wouldn't you want, these guys making themselves look like complete lunatics here who want to mass murder us all. Oh yeah, let's take them out. What are you talking about? You love these guys.
I got to tell you one thing. If you think that Israel actually cares about your perceptions and your thinking right now, believe me, they don't. After October 7, believe me, they do not give a flying fig at this moment.
In fact, that was, as we've mentioned, that was kind of the biggest takeaway over there. We were like, hey, people are, we're trying to, hey, there are people saying all sorts of stuff, and they don't seem to care what people are saying online. They don't seem to care at all.
Before that, they did care. And in fact, for a while, Israel actually did invest money into trying to, pay influencers because their numbers were lower than most of the world that promotes a lot of anti-Israel stuff to help advertise positive sentiments in favor of Israel, especially under the Netanyahu government. This dramatically got reduced. The Netanyahu government kind of doesn't really care that much about propaganda, and especially after October 7, in Israel in general, the government really does not care. They really do not care. If they cared about public perception, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing right now in Gaza. They just want to get done with this. They really do not care what you think. That's the blunt truth.
Hey, dude. They didn't just take out the prime minister. They took out the entire cabinet.
Yep.
Hey, dude, go to the Young Turks channel real quick.
To the channel?
Yeah, just go to their channel. The Young
YouTube
Turks
channel. The Young Turks.
It's at channel? Young Turks. Check out the thumbnail for Chunk's
the
live stream about this.
Every day.
Look at this thumbnail for. It's the third video. He streamed 4 hours ago. You see the thumbnail? You got to zoom in on that, man. That's a perfect thumbnail. It's a perfect thumbnail. It's the greatest thumbnail I've ever seen.
Here, this one.
Yeah. Here's a thumbnail for his video, guys.
Here.
Hey, Chuck, who makes your thumbnails for your videos, man? You trying out a new thumbnail creator? Because the dude on the right seems significantly better than the guy on the left. Whoever made that one. Oh boy, that's funny.
That is funny. Israel murders prime minister and entire cabinet of Yemen. They're already going live with a lie here. Israel didn't kill the prime minister of Yemen. Israel killed the prime minister of the Houthi-controlled rebel government that is not the officially recognized government.
A terrorist group.
It is a terrorist group. In the US, we recognize it and designate it as a terrorist group. In fact, if you go and you aid them in some way, it is considered a crime and you can be prosecuted brutally because they are a terrorist organization that is at war and that fights and that attacks America and Israel and their allies. That is not Yemen.
Hey, you know what's interesting? Well, like that one, that one right there, because that was important breaking news, and it's got an awesome thumbnail. That live stream, which is only 25 minutes long, but that live stream had 120,000 views, right? So that was important breaking news right after it happened, went live and got 120,000 views. There are other live streams, 32,000 views, 29,000, 39,000, 36,000, 32,000, 37,000. Yeah, they get
lower average viewers than we do on YouTube.
Yeah, and they have 6 million. They have 6 million. No wonder they're milking the Israel thing, man. They're striving for relevance right now. They have 6 million subscribers.
Wait a minute. Their live streams get lower on average view counts than our live streams do. Seriously. What is this?
Look at that. 39,000, 43, 37.
This is the Young Turks.
That's the Young Turks.
That is very strange.
Look, there's a huge one with 155. No, that's actually a short video. So that's not even a live stream. I mean, that's a live, like he probably went live to talk about breaking news. So seems like the only time they actually get a good number of views is where, see right there, 111. It's where there's breaking news and he just jumps on live and discusses it. And then he can break 100.
Huh. That's funny. That's funny. That explains a lot.
That does. They are losing their mind, struggling for relevance.
Struggling. And with her, Palestinians never celebrated 9/11, but Israelis did lie. She's a cheap prostitute. Even blamed Israel for Armenian genocide on Tucker. Le Petit Chris says, wanted to share good news from my hood. Quebec wants to ban hijabs in kindergartens. Insufficient. Hijabs in kindergartens. Insufficient. Plus, federal government will try to strike it down, but it's a start. You should talk about Emira al-Rawabi. I shall take a screenshot. Rick Newton says Momo didn't drink alcohol, but sugar hammered. Elias Azuz, David, how big is apostasy now? I know 4 apostates in my direct circle. I asked my father if he knows apostate. Told me our neighbor is one of them. Based.
All over the place. Again, go back 20 years. It was pretty rare to come across apostates. Those who were apostates kept it to themselves. Now, everywhere. They're everywhere. In fact, there may even be one on your screen right now. You don't know.
You know what's fantastic? No, I can't say more about this, but I know a guy who is like, who is very well connected in international politics of a Muslim country, and he's in touch with me, and we are kind of, we have been in touch for the longest time now. And he told me the wildest thing was, which led to greater developments, that one day he has an ambassador, an ambassador of a Muslim country, whom he visited in his office. And then after a while, the ambassador, who is his uncle, started talking about me and my channel. And since then, they both have conversations about me and are both kind of in touch with me. But it's like it's the ambassador of a Muslim country, which was very, very wild to learn, to find out. you have these people where you do not expect lots of Muslims because of the internet leaving Islam and also connecting with the online ex-Muslim spheres and so on. This is very, 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 very good and very big developments. Shake Sponge. I watched your old debate with Daniel Pikachu, and he had some of the silliest arguments I've ever heard. I was dumbfounded. Which one? Woohoo. We both had old debates with Daniel Pikachu. I had 2 debates with him in the past. No, 3 debates. No, 2 debates. Yeah, 2 debates. 2. Nicholas Hahn. Can Nick Fuentes survive Al Zut? He can't. Jack Ray. Was Muhammad a pole dancer for Al Zut? Did he do deep dives? I'm just asking questions. Unique Petsu. We don't need no Lily J. Tion. Lily Jation.
Leave them kids alone.
Yeah.
All in all, you're just another Zut in the world. That's how it goes.
Nice. Did you know the BBC was founded by Muhammad? To learn more, look up the Night of Al Zut. No. Empty elephant in the room. Seems even cultural. Western Muslims can't help but support and side with terrorists. Not problematic at all. This is a truth. A fact. Easy G says we need an R. Kelly parody singing a song called Zut and Grind. My eyes are telling me no, but Al-Kalbi is telling me yes. Lots of good ideas right there. MT, have you seen Cocker saying Israel bad for asking Gazan Christians to evacuate war zone and Jews bad for saying staying is bad? Posted on YouTube and etc. I said it earlier as well. There is a war going on. If a military is telling you to evacuate a place, you should evacuate the place.
It would be a good idea to evacuate.
If you stay there in the war zone, when the military that is currently advancing is clearly telling you this is an operation zone. If you stay here, you will get harmed. You might die. And you actually stay there despite that. I'm sorry, no matter who you are. You did not listen. And you should not complain. You should not play the victimhood. It is a war started by the people on your own side. If the military in charge is coming and telling you to evacuate, appreciate what they are doing and evacuate. Get out. But yeah, I saw Cocker pointing that out as well. Khaybar's Barbecue. Would she get along with Andrew Tate or Candace Owens? She would definitely get along with Andrew Tate.
Yep.
And Andrew Tate would definitely have some functions to offer for her. Not waiting for her consent, of course. But Candace Owens, I doubt it. Mo was a desert rover till Al Zut said bend over. Merchant Reka says, hey AP, please release the hijab song separately. I should do that, man. I should release the hijab song. It is a pretty good song.
Yo, I see you looking at me. Want to learn more about Islam? We came to the right man.
The bang.
Baby, make me say. I step in the scene, Kufi low, Toba dragon, voice deep like the east, got the dower packing, talk beans, speech sheen, slick with the pitch, saying Polly Genie's piece while I plot on a switch, Zoom calls, fake Wallace, burner in the clutch, no more, no plan, just a soft girl to touch, tell her keep it hush, don't involve your dad, quote her head teeth, make it sound not bad, she say you sure this legit, I'm not real slow girl, this Sahaba, did this, now let's go, hotel, room prayers, fake potty glow, then I vanish like gin, leave her out in the snow.
It's a pretty good song, isn't
it? It is, and you need to animate it like this one, like you did with your Zabiba song, where you get a picture of hijab and his mouth is moving.
No, I need to do it even better.
You could do it even better. That would be super dope.
Better. It could be a little music video. It needs more work though. It could be a music video of him walking through hotels.
Yeah, you got to have hotel or at least a hotel bed in the background.
Yeah, but walking through hotels and leaving like a cartoon, and then a woman singing, you know.
What's funny is you don't need to animate the woman because she'll be like, she'll be covered. So she could just.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point. You can save on costs. Sketch therapy. Can you make a song with the prophecy about your name? I thought about that earlier as well.
Dude, seriously, you should make a little video and act serious about how this is proof that you're a prophet. And everyone can use that whenever they try to argue Muhammad in the Bible and just say, okay, well, then AP is a prophet because he has a way better case than you guys from the Quran.
This is true. This is true. And for those who missed it, wait, which verse was it again? Which I brought up? Was it?
It's the one that said Ridwan, man.
There are many verses that say Ridwan. So anyway, I mentioned in the Quran. The next Zakir Naik song said, I sent you guys an X message about the Gargage tree. Did you know? Did you know? Huh.
Oh, well, those are really important to us because you sent them to us on X.
Dude, don't be so mean to the next Zakir Naik, man.
You should come up with a better name then.
I'll check it out in a bit later. Your favorite mate said, claiming that Muslims invented everything, even things they didn't, is the same thing the far left said about black Americans. I'm not surprised. This is pretty racist. Kubiko says, does Central have a Zabiba? He doesn't. That's why he was so terrible.
Hey, you know, to be funny?
What?
And kind of easy to make?
What?
Muhammad's Boom Boom Room, but he interviews a Garkid tree and he's like, so why are you hurting Jews? The Garkid tree just says nothing. Because Garkid tree ain't no snitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess man blows everything up.
But
it's the Garkid tree song instead of his normal music.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Ridwan guides those who pursue the pleasure. Okay, that was chapter 5, verse 16. Quran 5:16. I will use that from now on. I will make a video about this, and I will also make I will also make a song about it. So for those who missed it, I am actually prophesied in the Quran. The Quran directly mentions me and talks about me. Now, Muslims argue that Muhammad is mentioned in the Bible, right? And therefore Islam is true and Muhammad is a true prophet, but we can't actually find Muhammad mentioned anywhere at all in the Bible. So they have to somehow make up things. But for me, I am directly mentioned in the Quran.
Don't even have to make anything up.
Directly talks about me and also says, by the way, by which Allah guides those who pursue him, me.
AP.
And here, look, it says, by which Allah guides those who pursue his pleasure to the ways of peace and brings them out from darkness into the light by his permission and guides them to a straight path. So this verse is saying that if you follow me, and I will show you now how that is me, the word for pleasure, for his pleasure here is Ridwan, which is literally my name. My name is Ridwan, which is the Turkish version of the Arabic word Ridwan, which is directly here found in the Quran.
Ridwanahu.
Ridwan. And you can even hear the verse here.
يهدي به الله من اتبع رضوانه سبل السلام.
So Ridwanahu means his pleasure. Ridwan means pleasure. So it says here, by which Allah guides those who pursue Ridwan to the ways of peace and brings them out from darknesses into the light by his permission and guides them to a straight path. So the Quran is telling you directly that those who follow me will achieve peace and will be brought out from darkness into the light and onto the straight path.
Yeah, whereas if you were to pursue Muhammad's pleasure, you would go into the darkness of the desert on the night of Al-Zut.
Yes.
So it's actually better. It's actually better to follow AP.
Yep. There you go. This Quran verse directly mentions me
by name.
How can I make it possibly easier for you to understand? How can I make it any clearer? How can you deny this truth? It makes me mad. Urinating rooms that I've seen Muslims throw tantrums online over influencers showing women's faces in thumbnails and videos. Why is Lily still showing her face and her hair? Well, because she's promoting Islam, so you can do whatever you want. You can get naked if you want to and promote Islam. They will still love it. So, yeah. Now that I think about it, it sounds a bit absurd, but if a woman went out in her underwear and started promoting Islam, I bet they would start tolerating that as well. Because they would say, at least she's doing something good for Islam.
Yeah, no, I guarantee if Bonnie Blue kept doing everything she's doing and saying, and I've discovered that Islam is true, like in the middle of getting banged by a bunch of dudes or something like that. Oh, this is the proof. Oh my goodness. Oh, look, give her a channel. Let her make a kid show.
Look at that.
Bonnie Blues Clues with Alibaba.
Thank you for that, but don't mention her name anymore, please. Thank you. Cenk fulfills his inevitable life's purpose of being a suicide bomber. It was definitely
It's a suicide.
Arctic base said an experience should give Cenk a yogurt enema.
You said enema.
I said enema. Tez, but when majority Muslim countries are more peaceful toward non-Muslims living there, is it due to governance or something else? It's words, oh, sorry. Yeah. When majority Muslim countries are peaceful toward non-Muslims living there, is it due to governance or something else? What do you say, David? Limited words, sorry.
It depends. It depends on the situation. Sometimes they're influenced by other things. Sometimes they're influenced by outside pressure. It can be all kinds of things. Yeah, you'd have to pick one.
Powerful. Eric Foss says, is Anna Kasparian Dan Bilzerian in drag? Just asking for a friend. I mean, you've never seen them in the same room together. My friends say that anyway. Yeah, I've heard from my friend Kim Kardashian that they actually are. So it might be true.
They have the same. They have the same last four letters of their name. So I think they're sending signals.
Yeah, yeah. And Kim Kardashian is also in on the club, so she knows what's up. So
Dana Kasparian.
Yeah.
Dan Kasparian.
Dana Bilzerian. Paul Loomer tweeted Islamification of American football.
What?
Powerful.
American football. I will draw the line at that. We'll assume you're not talking about.
Scene X says, are all the lies, slander, and distortions regarding Israel by a byproduct of both replacement theology, Islam, and Arab colonialism? There is too much. There's a lot to it. There has been historical conflicts and hiccups and fights. There has been colonialism. There is the ongoing war. The fact that there is currently a war going on does not help the situation. While the war is going on right now, it is a perfect opportunity for all of it to rise up and to become worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And I'm pretty sure that Israel is also aware of this. But the thing is, you can't just end the war because of that. So while the war is going on, stuff like this is going to become popular. The funny thing is, once the war ends, the grift will also end. And suddenly riding the whole anti-Israel wave will no longer be as profitable. And all those people who rode that wave won't have that chance anymore very much.
Yeah, and the internet is forever, and so eventually all this stuff's going to come back in their faces, and they're I didn't really mean it.
Not like the Al-Zut.
Yeah, I looked up the Al-Zut's forever. I looked up the Laura Loomer thing, so it's she retweeted something. Islamification, NCAA, that's college football, accepting the takeover of American football now allows Western Michigan University's Mustafi Al-Garawi to have Arabic name displayed. So on the back of their jerseys where you have your name, Smith, Jones, and so on, he's actually got his name in Arabic. I don't particularly care, but that's what that super chat was about.
Nobody cares about egg bowl anyway. So
everyone cares about that, but professional, not college.
Egg bowl. Chance of releasing a CD album, very unlikely.
You should do it just so you have a CD. So you can I mean, no one uses CDs anymore, but you got to do it. Just print a couple just so you have it.
I shall. If Cenk drops dead, it will be from his high blood pressure over Israel, like the Turkish MP Hasan Bitmez.
Yeah, seriously, why would anyone need to assassinate Cenk? You just need to do something that he can complain about. Keep him complaining for another 2 weeks, and Like seriously, dude, I'm saying that seriously. You don't see a lot of 65-year-olds who are that enraged. They don't make it that long.
You know what's funny about the name Bitmez, the Turkish politician? Bitmez means without end.
Like also.
Yeah, but the guy he talked about Israel in the parliament and then he died. You know. Sketch therapy. Use both languages in the prophecy song about you. Oh yeah, I should. Dumb person. Can't wait till I clock out Diddy Wood unconscious. Of all the weird accounts that we have in our community, I do not understand why you would name yourself dumb person and then just make super chats about wanting to beat David Wood. I don't get it.
Again, bring an army, dumb person. Yeah, you are saying some dumb stuff.
Timothy Freeman. So the men of Al-Zud gave many a Ridwan to Muhammad. They Ridwan him in the desert. Yeah, that's what they did. Kubiku, Chunk, not central.
They
correct zooted me. I don't think Chunk has a Zabiba. He was never a religious guy. He comes from a secular Turkish elitist background, which also explains his socialism. So I don't think he has a Zabiba, which is why he sounds like a loser, because you have to have a Zabiba to sound proper. RKZ edits. Wait, AP is friends with Kim Kardashian. Explains the constant, I'm going to let you finish. No David Wood in the same way as Al-Zud. Yeah, I am friends with Kim Kardashian sometimes. Sir Whitemeat says, when is the Chunk Yogurt versus Valentina Gomez debate? Soon. Tezbot says, Al-Zud in the moment they put. Dana Ballsparian says, Eric Foss. This is pretty good. And Eric Clark says 2.00. Thank you for that. David, anything else?
That's it. You said it all.
You said it all. You said it all. There's nothing else to say. Ain't nothing else to say no more. You said it all. You said it all. Tomorrow you're going to laugh by yourself, right?
By myself? No. No, tomorrow. A little while back, Robert Spencer and Mary Harp had a debate on the existence of Muhammad. I've never had a chance to review it. I've gotten requests to review it, but Thaddeus and Mary was saying, hey, we could review it. And I said, well, I happen to be friends with both debaters, Robert and Mary Harp. So either they should both be on there or neither should be on there. And Mary said she's fine either way. And I messaged Robert and I said, hey, if we're reviewing a debate, I would either have both of you on there for review or neither one of you. He said, I'm fine either way. And I said, fine. If you're both fine either way, then you'll all be on. So tomorrow it will be me, Robert Spencer, Mary Harp, and Thaddeus. Told Thaddeus to pick out some good clips from that debate for us to review. So we'll be on tomorrow. That's the plan. But it'll be a little earlier. It'll be a little earlier because I'm not sure how it's going to take. So we're going to go live at 7 tomorrow. 7 p.m. Eastern time, live with Robert Spencer, Mary Harp, who debated this issue, and Thaddeus getting the clips ready.
Based.
Should be based.
I don't know if we spoke too soon about the Houthis, but I just saw a very, 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 very rough video from the Houthis, which is quite intimidating.
Oh, is it that kid going, oh, I will kill you all? I saw that earlier.
No, it's this here.
Ooh, no, they're not going to step on it, are they?
So Rachel says we should brace ourselves for more dainty Houthi dancing in retaliation.
لا تقل ما لها بال خرجت بالها كان الذي صار ما يخطر على بالها لا تقل ما لها
Wow.
This is very intimidating, man. I'm scared.
That
I'm
is,
scared.
and we were not expecting that. But to be fair, they did say there were to expect massive retaliation after their prime minister and his entire cabinet got massacred.
I'm scared, man. How will the world how will the world deal with this?
Dude, it's like a joke in movies like Meet the Spartans, where you fight someone with a dance off, and these guys are literally doing it.
But they never step on the star.
And I have to say, if you want, hey, Jews in the IDF, you should make a response video and be like, oh, okay, so you guys want to dance off? Fine, and then do a little dance for them. That's the only thing they will respect, apparently.
This is so retarded, man.
You want to dance off, bro? You want to dance off?
This is so retarded.
Jews dance their entire lives, you idiots. They will crush you in a dance off.
This is so stupid, man. This is just, I don't know. This is just extremely primitive people, showing how primitive they are. And I don't know what this is supposed to achieve, I ain't sure what this is supposed to achieve.
Yeah, you're gonna have Jews. Oh no, we took out their prime minister and the entire cabinet, but we weren't ready for this. We weren't ready for this. We surrender and we give the land to the Palestinians.
Do you know what that smells like in there? We already know what it sounds like, and it's terrible.
But the people are retarded.
There's a better song.
Retarded. 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 But the people are retarded.
It's the Muslim shuffle, said Gabriel Valencia.
But the people are retarded.
Ed McFly said, love those AK-47 dances.
The people are retarded. People are retarded.
I must say, I'm kind of proud of this remix. I thought music was haram, says Eric Faust.
Those dudes are Shias.
Rego Barney said, what's coming between Lily J's legs and peanut butter? They both spread. Hey, listen. You might call her promiscuous. You might call her wild. You might call her prostitute, whatever it is. I personally do not want to call her that. But Muslims would call her that. Ibn Kathir would call her that. Muslim scholars would call her that. I personally wouldn't. Only Muslim scholars would. And they do.
But do not, under any circumstances, compare her to something that is beloved by all, like peanut butter.
Yes. I don't like peanut butter, so I can't really agree to that, but yeah.
Because you're Turkish.
Yeah. In fact, when I see something have peanut butter, I avoid it and get something else instead.
Yeah, you guys are like, no, we goat feces butter over here. It's what we put on all our bread.
Alhamdulillah. Anyway, anything else, David?
Nope.
All right, fantastic. Then, as always, everybody have a fantastic day, and heed the reminder of not them, not this. Heed the reminder, which roughly translates to the following words:
stay away from Islam.
Thank you.
He disappeared, though, man. You seen him in months?
I haven't, actually. He might be busy doing more important stuff like spreading Islam. I don't know. See y'all. Bye-bye. And thanks, everybody. And God bless you.